y'all. This is Jonquel Jones.
This is Mike Strong with the Indianapolis Colts.
Yo, it's your boy Buddy Hill. This is Josh the Kid Chisholm.
Clay Thompson of the Golden State Warriors.
And you are logged into
10th year seniors.
10th year seniors.
10th year seniors.
10th year seniors.
You're logged in with 10 year senior.
You dig?
Basketball's back, guys. You guys excited?
Greatest 2 games or greatest 2 days of basketball history?
It's been 3 now.
It's been 3?
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I mean, the Lakers lose, so
so
you don't
okay,
count,
we're
you
not
don't,
counting
you
the
don't count
first
that
night.
day.
I still count ring night. I mean, OKC was pretty good.
It's a pretty good ring night.
They had a ring in the ring. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Shout
You know
out
what?
to and go ahead.
The problem with that is they get taxed on that, so it makes no sense. So,
Hold
yeah,
on, what you mean?
because there's a ring and a ring, right?
Uh-huh.
That's a second ring, so it ups the value, and you get taxed on it, and you can't even use it like half the time.
Wait, you get taxed on?
Yeah, you know, like when you open the rings up and everyone's like, "Oh, look at all these diamonds."
Yeah.
You're getting taxed for all them diamonds, and you close the thing like 90% of the time.
Oh, I see what you said. I thought you had to pay a tax because you were gifted a ring. I was like, wait,
you
what?
probably do too. It's America.
That's crazy.
Welcome to the Accredited, powered by 10th year seniors here on Guardian Radio 96.9. I'm Ronaldo, and I would have saved this for the end of the show with what we learned today, but I just learned that you get taxed for all those diamonds. They should use less diamonds.
Ricardo, when would the Lakers return to a ring night? My Patriots are doing bad. I want the same for the Lakers.
I'm John Mark, and I was right.
Boy, we're going to get to that. So what John is referring to is going to be our lead story. But before we get to what's the lead, I just want to pick up where we left off in the cold open. It has probably been, and I don't even want to say probably, maybe we haven't just been this aware of it, because there are a lot of factors, right? It could just be we've missed the NBA this much. It could just be the nostalgia from our childhood going back to NBC, hearing Round Ball Rock. It being back at a place that we consider home. It feels like home. Could be that, or it could just be the basketball was that amazing. But this has felt like the best opening week we've ever seen.
I feel like there's 2 things to it. I feel, and I may be in the few minority of this, football isn't living up to everything football has to be living up to. No. But I mean that in a sense of like, I know the Dolphins suck. Doesn't matter. But at the same time, I feel like it's just, there's something isn't clicking. Like Lamar Jackson ain't doing his thing. Josh Allen is on a down thing. Patrick Mahomes is finally coming back. The Patriots are returning back to the glory days.
Football's been pretty good, John.
that.
I don't know if we could get this take off. I think basketball has just been
Did
really
you not
good.
hear what my disclaimer was? Do I have the Brad Hammer?
Yes, you got a Brad hand of that. You got a Brad hand of that. Football's still
So
king,
I must
bro.
be in the minority. But I just feel that the same way how we spoke about that Monday night game, and we know which Monday night game I'm talking about, I feel like every basketball game is like that right now, where it's just shots, everybody.
LMFAO?
They still a rock.
No.
I mean, they
your
like,
boys
they
playing
like
tennis.
Barry, they like Barry Gordy.
What's his name? Red
Foo?
Red Foo's he's
They're
trying to be a
related to
professional
Barry
tennis
Gordy,
player.
right?
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, so they rich forever. They go always be around.
They make good money from just that run alone, so they don't need to be related to.
Doesn't hurt.
That's true. Yeah. Always something good to fall back on. Pause.
But this opening week, what have you thought so far? I mean, we've got the Thunder went to 2 double overtime
So
games.
I think you summed it up really good. You provided all the options that it could be. I think it's a combination of all of them. I think the nostalgia from NBC has been a tremendous boost. I think this whole idea of every game feeling like some. I've not watched a San Antonio Spurs and they had Wemby. I've not watched a whole San Antonio Spurs game in a long time.
That's a whole different story. But going back to the NBC thing, yes, it's great. It's back on NBC, but NBC dropped the ball.
Go ahead, John.
They dropped the ball because, let's be real, we won't watch the Lakers. I'm going to watch the Lakers halfway between the second quarter and find Peacock and all this foolishness. Y'all got MSNBC. No one watches that. Throw the game on MSNBC.
yeah, but
You can't put the game on MSNBC.
You can put it on USA Network. Something.
That is true. That's what I was expecting from this Peacock.
but they had to go with ring night though. They
I
had to have
get
the
you go with ring night, but have the contingency plan
Why they couldn't do both?
of just saying, hey, let's just throw this game on USA Network or one of our other networks that we own.
Agreed, but LeBron wasn't playing.
I don't
Yeah, but
care.
that-
It's the Lakers.
I'm just asking, when
Steph
did it
Curry
become
was
a
playing.
thing where you split up a doubleheader? When did that normally opening
When
night
the
is
Thunder
a,
refuse to end the game at a reasonable time, they don't seem to know how to end games
No.
in regulation or even in one overtime.
I think this might be the most double overtime wins in NBA history in a season.
Yeah, just the fact that because we are I promise we're going to get to the lead at some point, but we're here, so let's just run with it. I feel like we have been accustomed to the basketball just not being well played early on.
Yeah.
Because we always because football, and we always say we're paying attention to this one after the All-Star break. Two, once football is done, we have limited bandwidth, then we can go all into
so
basketball.
let me say it like this.
This has been
Right. And this is why I was telling you before we got on the show, this conversation is going to be layered. How many old people or old men are you around? Pause. Let me just pause it.
Just
from
my
the start.
dad.
Okay. Did your dad not say this week, because it's LeBron? Did he not say that? Because so many people have said LeBron took the fun out of basketball because he doesn't take the game serious up until. And I was like, wait, what? I
People
was like,
find every reason to hate LeBron.
this man so
my point there was like, no, I don't feel like the quality of the game just automatically picked up in January and run. I know we have the saying that basketball matters a lot more after All-Star break, but I feel like
I heard that so long before LeBron even came into the league.
But
I've
this
been
is what
hearing
I'm
that since I was a kid.
So my point this whole entire opening week so far was, no, I just feel like these guys, we've been seeing the hype. There's so many new talented players in the league. There's a bit more of a change in the guard. We know officially we're not going to see Curry 3, 4, 5 more years. We're not going to see LeBron.
Only
If Aisha have anything to do it, we can see that man probably 2 more
Yo,
years.
Aisha must be punching air because he went toe to toe, and this is the only time we're ever going to say this sentence. He went toe to toe with Aaron Gordon and knocked him out on Thursday night. Like, it was amazing.
there's been one game so far this season where a team hasn't scored 100 points.
Who was that horrible team?
Cooper Flagg's team.
I thought you do that
Great.
answer. You honestly didn't know.
No,
that.
I honestly
They
didn't
scored
know.
92 points.
I did not know that
That's
Wemby-
the lowest total. Everyone else has scored over 100.
No,
I thought you were gonna say nobody got blown out as bad as the only 2 blowouts I remember was
Clippers?
Raptors getting blown out Raptors blowing out the Hawks, and then the Clippers just getting absolutely washed by the Jazz.
No show.
no reason.
For some reason. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard's second no-show job allegedly. It was opening night. Ba-boom, boom, ching. It's a great joke. All right, let's get to our lead. So we're gonna talk NBA for quite a while. I want to go back and talk about NBC's coverage. But we know what the lead is. We know what the
There's
lead
only
is.
one lead.
We know what the lead is for the Bahamas. This became the lead for all of basketball. As a matter of fact, boy, Wemby just being a complete freak in a good way was the only thing that could even attempt to knock this out of the news
You wanna
cycle.
know, yeah, hold on. You want to know what makes it ironic?
Let me say it first. VJ Edgecombe and one of the greatest debuts in NBA history.
For everybody except the Bahamian media.
No.
It was
Don't not.
nowhere. It was nowhere the next day.
What are you talking about?
No,
see,
what I mean to say is,
We can get him right now. Go ahead.
no, in terms of traditional media, if you picked up the newspaper the next day, literally the only sports story you would have seen was the NBA opening. That's it.
Aren't we giving too much credence to
No, we're
picking
not
up the
giving
newspaper
we're
in
not-
2025?
no, what I'm
Bro,
saying
that
is-
happened the night before.
We're not giving too much credence to them, but I'm trying to say it's an embarrassment that you have an opportunity to showcase probably one of, if not the best Bahamian basketball player that we've seen in quite some
That
time.
was discovered by John McNutt. But
And nothing?
Well-
the greatest rookie debut since LeBron
What-
James,
what was-
outscoring Allen Iverson for the Philadelphia, and nothing?
what
Almost
was the
scored as much
Guardians?
as Frank Selvey.
Yeah. What was the Guardians' lead sentence in the one thing that they spoke about VJ? As it appears to be, or something like
Well, that
that.
pissed me right off. But that pissed me right off. It took you 4 power. Anyway, shut up. We on Guardian Network. No smoke. No smoke.
Listen, okay, I'm just gonna say I didn't even know it wasn't in there. You would have to tell me that because
Yeah,
that's-
you had to
that's-
tell me that,
That's
'cause-
not how I consume my
Bro, I was
information.
so hyped the next morning. Pick up my newspapers, drinking my coffee, opening it to you.
Cardo, how old are you? 90?
Are you? What? Say that sentence again.
Also,
I like coffee. And
is
I
there
like
a
reading
particular
newspaper.
coffee that-
you need to
you
feel.
were
You need
drinking?
to feel it between your
Oh,
fingertips.
that day it was a cappuccino from Starbucks. Shout out Starbucks. Get at us. Get at us. Get at us.
You need to feel the ink and the paper between your fingertips.
No, it just gives you a different feel. It feels like you're officially starting your morning. No.
The game happened the night before.
Right.
It was all over
And
every
it was
social media
it was
platform.
spectacular.
Most importantly, ours.
Now,
Yes.
you come from the newspaper space. You know you want to see that extra layer of color. You know you want to see that extra layer.
Now does not
Let me-
care about any of that.
No, he does. He does.
Do you not know this man?
Go ahead now.
Now, what did we do on the news yesterday?
John, I care a lot about what we do now, right? Let me tell you something. I published stories for what, like 15, maybe 16 years. I could probably count, it's probably less than 10 times that I was really searching out what it looked like the next day. I did not care.
Cardo.
I would write it, and that's still not where I'm consuming
Cardo.
the news.
But go back to your Kentucky days.
No. Cardo,
Fine,
listen.
wake
yes.
up.
Listen.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
Listen.
Kentucky Colonel was the newspaper
There we
of choice.
go. That's all I'm saying.
Mir-
I still
That was
enjoy
2000. That was 2007.
Me and Ronaldo have been on trips, right?
Right.
And he's written a story about said Bahamian player, and guess what they used the next day?
Ridiculousness.
An
Associated-
AP story.
Associated Press story. This what
So-
you want? This what you want me to give?
No, I just
the
said-
people knew. The word was out there to the people. It was the biggest story in
And
basketball.
that's
I
what
don't
threw
think
me for a loop. The noise was so loud on social media that you just expected that in a national landscape, the next day you would hear or see something. Not on social media. I'm talking in traditional news spaces. Nothing on ZNS.
I think we should change the idea of what tradition is. No, ZNS had it.
Yeah.
They had it the night after. I'm talking about the shows that they do in the morning. I felt like that was such a
They didn't have it on the morning shows.
that was such a monumental moment.
They had to have it on the no. I know that was on their morning sports though. They had to have it on their morning sports.
I'm not upset for no reason. I just feel like it was
I
such a
refuse to believe that was not on their morning sports. Let me message Amo.
You're on
Please.
vacation.
Okay, never mind.
It's
no,
a
but I'm
birthday.
just saying it
Happy
was such
birthday.
a monumental moment. I felt like the next day, and I know we had some tragedies in the country. We had some political stuff going on. I just felt for that moment that should have taken life out of everything else. And
You know what? You
Should
are
have been the focus.
You are helping my cause because the way that is traditional media. I feel like, and we've been saying this for quite some time. Perhaps we need to reconfigure what traditional is. Perhaps we need to reconfigure what should be the leading voice in all of this stuff.
But we know what the
Because
leading voice is.
We were saying
You're
I
listening
feel like-
to it right now.
I feel like we've been saying this kind of thing since like
10 years
maybe longer than that. That changed the way this stuff is done, changed the way the message is put out there. Because honestly, to me, if you want to read about it, you're reading about it that night.
Yeah. You want to see everything that night. You didn't see that big collab post, though?
Like this is where it is. But anyway, so
We get more traction from people outside the country than in.
I wonder why.
So VJ had the list of milestones was amazing. It's the third most points ever scored in a debut behind Wilt Chamberlain and my boy Frank Selby, who I just mentioned a few minutes ago.
Wilt.
One of the his first quarter alone,
Most.
the most points ever scored by a rookie in their debut, bypassing LeBron James. In terms of the Philadelphia 76ers, greatest debut, past Allen Iverson, who scored 30 in his rookie debut. So it was everything you wanted from VJ Edgecombe, and they got the win.
What VJ did in one quarter, Cooper did in the whole game.
And they got the win. Like, I think I'll go around the room with this, but what was the moment for you, Carter, when it could be any play where you saw is the reason I went to Carter first.
You know me and John get in the same place.
No, just I gotta get you out the way first, and then just let him
The
have
dunk.
let him have his
The
moments.
dunk, because that's all we were waiting on. So when he had the dunk, everybody was like, okay, VJ is comfortable, VJ is here. This is what we came to watch. And once I saw that and I saw the relaxed look on his face, me and John was going back. Well, everybody was going back and forth in the group, but the point at that moment was, yeah, he looked like he ready. So that's when the debate started about how many points. It started to creep up. You know, John Gurn, extreme right
40,
away.
yeah.
Oh,
so-
wait, hey.
I ain't gonna lie.
It was getting close there.
He was only 6 points off of his
I thought he could have
extremeness.
get it. I thought he could have
He
get
missed a
it.
couple free
Well, he should have
throws.
had 36.
At least
36
He should have passed for boy.
36 would have sealed the game, but oh, thank God. And even the moment, the expression he had after the buzzer sounded and Peyton Pritchard, for some reason, got to look at the last shot,
Tank.
not Jaylen Brown. Thank God. But even the expression VJ had on his face, like, whoo, I dodged a bullet with that one. Like, everything he does is just this likable. Like, that's such a quality, because I'm not going to lie to you. Ace Bailey ain't do nothing to nobody. But it's just not coming off as likable, right? Because he had the whole thing with not working out and then the whole thing with Omar Cooper and all that. It's not coming off as likable. VJ has that. His Q rating has to be amazing right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's just his ability to just show up, remain calm, and just produce, boy. Like, the look on his face is just like, yeah, just doing what I just doing what I do. This is how we play. This is how we hoop. I get buckets. That's it.
Now, I agree with you. I'm gonna go into the exclusive chat that me and Ronaldo had
Yeah.
while we were there. I said,
Don't say nothing you don't want released
No,
to the
no,
public,
no.
because sometimes you used to be wilding when these games going on.
Hey.
People don't know that.
so it was like
New York Liberty
I
2 years ago.
VJ's first points is a free throw, and I had put the laughing emoji because I remember VJ was saying he don't want his first point to be a free throw.
literally said
Anyways,
that.
this is approximately 10 minutes later. Bruh, MVP. That was
was
after
you or
the
that was
dunk.
not?
That was
No,
me.
no, that was John.
Bro, MVP. Now laughs. Luca had 33. My response,
43.
43. But he ain't dunked like that. That was my response. But he ain't dunked like
we
that.
talk about takes. That's the take.
And that was the thing. Why do you think I posted the video saying I've seen enough? Like,
That's it.
I didn't have to see no more.
He said that from his heart.
No, it was just something about the dunk. It made you recognize that the nerves are gone. I'm just playing ball.
You remember
That's
he
what it
had
looked
that
like.
dunk, like it was a scraper dunk, but it was still athletic as hell.
I saw it before the dunk that actually happened. I saw the ease and how he was moving before then. Because like when you realize, hold on, my first step working. I could get by this dude. He had like a couple plays like that where it was like, oh, the big play is happening.
Yeah.
Like easy. Once you realize you have that comfort level and, oh, this ain't as hard as I thought it was going to be.
It's just wild to me because we always talk about this in sports when you talk about young players coming up. It's a moment for players where the game starts to slow down.
Yes.
When you watch VJ night one, you recognize that there was never a moment where the game was too fast.
No.
You saw him immediately say, I could do this. I could go left. I could go right. I could pull up. And it's like he was just trying to test the bounds. And once he understood, like, no, I'm here. I'm in the NBA. I could do this. Everything just flipped after that.
I mean, my whole thing with him is he literally came into the game, said, wait, Joel Embiid playing dead. I gotta help
He did
carry
not
this
say that.
team.
He did not say that.
He didn't say that.
You
But
felt that. You felt
I
that.
felt that. Don't be surprised if he did say that in his head. And he was just like,
This is the exclusive reporting you
Wait.
can only get here on the Accredited.
you gotta get that dog.
And that was it. And I think what VJ did was so important. Just doing it in the first quarter alone, right? Because think of the testicular fortitude, I think is
He
what I
could
have
have
to say.
ended at that first quarter and it would have been just a great debut.
Yeah. Think of it would have been better than Cooper Flags. Think of the testicular fortitude you have to say, you know what? This is my first game. I'm not waiting for one of my veterans, for one of the team leaders to lead from out front. I am going to do this.
Set the
I am
pace.
going to go out there. I'm setting the pace for this. And Tyrese Maxey, our all-star, is going to
VJ
follow
Max.
me.
Is that an actual DM now?
It's a meme that they put out.
VJ
but
Max.
VJ Max is amazing, though. I mean, come on.
I said it before the season. There's no criticism to Joel. I feel like Joel
We
is
can criticize.
Yeah, we can
criticize
criticize.
Joel.
Okay, we can.
Yeah.
They need to trade it. I'm not saying that he's not good for
How much
VJ's
pieces they
development.
get for
I don't
him?
care how much pieces they get. I just want him off the court so VJ can have more space. Get a more mobile center, somebody who can keep pace with him and Maxey, get him up and down the court. Rebound the ball, get it back out to them, give them
Kai
space
Jones?
to operate. I ain't saying he can play center. I say he can be an asset on the court. All I'm saying is VJ showed in night one that he not only belongs in the NBA, he has the talent. This is why the Guardian stuff pissed me off so much. What are you talking about that he's trying to earn a starting spot? VJ showed you right away, he not only belongs in the starting lineup, he has the caliber, he has the skill set for you to build around.
But Brad Hanna said the views expressed.
Shout out to Brad Hanna.
So
Look.
maybe like the views expressed by one writer is not, the views expressed by everybody.
All I know is this.
Definitely expressed by this group.
This is the first basketball player, I would say, from the Bahamas, from the opening game, but see the trajectory of him. This is a superstar, an all-star, a future MVP. Like, hands down, greatest Bahamian basketball player at the end of the day to ever come out this country will be VJ Edgecombe.
I felt that
It's tough to argue with that after this, man, because he hit all the superlatives. He hit all of these milestones, and these weren't Bahamian specific milestones. These weren't even franchise specific milestones. These were league wide, all time milestones. Like you're in the same conversation as Wilt, LeBron, and AI, like right away.
You pass
What?
AI. AI is the figure in.
He's
like,
on Philly Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he's on
actually
Philly-
two of those people, him and Wilt.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden, because everyone loves AI. Everyone loved the way he played, the tenacity. He would get hit. He was just a grimy player. He knew how to score. And VJ is all of that, but better.
I think that's what people love about him the most. So me and John go back to draft night when we were in Brooklyn. The team had to split up. So John was down there getting the press conference video, and I went on the concourse because I wanted to find whatever Philly fans were there just in their gear and to talk to them about the pick. And the people that wanted to talk about VJ were like, we love his story, because at that point, a lot of them were just introduced to his story for the
draft
first time.
coverage.
But there were ones that saw him play, and there was this one kid that was like, I'm so excited for VJ to play because VJ Edgecombe's a dog.
Yeah.
Like, he is going to fit in just because he's athletic, he's aggressive, and everything's going to fall into place. One of the things that stood out to me was the fact that not just that he hit 5 threes, and that was what a lot of people thought was the glaring hole in his game, but the fact that he took 13. Like, for you to have the guts to take 13 threes, for you to take 26 shots, there's people who we're going to talk about later that we can't believe they only took 7 shots. I mean, just doing that as a rookie.
You bring it up, bro.
No, we ain't going there yet.
I'm
We
going to
ain't
say
going
this,
there yet.
right? And we spoke about this before, me and Nal, and it's like sometimes people look at potential too much, right? And I feel like basketball is, what have you shown me? Now, we saw Luka when he was playing pro. We knew he was going to be a good basketball player in the NBA.
Doing that to grown
Yeah,
men.
he was 16, 17. And I keep going
Gotta pause
back to
that
it.
though, dog.
We saw VJ
Love
at
who you
the
love.
Olympic qualifiers pretty much be the lead man on that team at 18 years old. If you saw some of the practices, he had DA, Eric, and Buddy just like in awe.
The video that went viral, he was pretty much, was the story of
He's
that
the
viral
energy of the
video.
team.
Yeah.
He was the entire focus of that practice. And I think once people saw that, it kind of took it up another level, because the first thing people said, he ain't just doing this with random people. Buddy on that court, Eric Gordon on that court,
Isaiah Mobley on the court.
Talent
Clay
is
was on
that
the court.
and the only person that stood out was VJ Edgecombe. And you look at things like, you say to yourself, like you touched on it, he's not only putting up a performance on opening night that puts him in Philly law. This is, we talking
League-wide.
about
NBA
league-wide,
history.
all-time stuff.
A footnote forever.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane when you think about it, but it was a surreal moment, right, watching it happen. But as we talk about this and you go back and you look at the foundation, he's been showing it to us all along.
Yeah.
Like, that moment with the national team that's been showing us, because from there I said, well, Baylor's going to be an afterthought because he's ready now. When you see him playing with pros, that shows that, no, I'm ready to go right now.
VJ was able to go into that draft, he would have been the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
He would have been the number 1 pick. I mean, that's how deep this draft was allegedly. That just happened.
But you always take deep shots.
What you mean?
What do you mean?
Why you say allegedly?
But we've been saying this
he's
from when we
VJ.
was there.
Yeah,
we
like
were wondering why people love Ace Bailey so much, why people like
You don't
Harper
like Ace
so
Bailey,
much.
Joe?
No,
I like him. I like him enough not to
I
be in the
don't. I
conversation.
don't want
with
him to
VJ.
be a bad player, but I just think fit wise, potential wise, boy, imagine if VJ was on the Spurs.
So it ain't us like knocking these people, It's that we feel like a lot of the coverage, and actually while we were there on the ground, we felt like a lot of the coverage was like, it's almost as if, it sounds strange to say because he was picked 3rd overall, but he was like the afterthought. Because there, up until that moment, there were still people on the stump saying they don't think he should have went that high. We talked to people on the Philly beat, on the 76ers beat, that still wanted Ace Bailey after VJ got picked. They still wanted that because they saw him as this prototypical 3. Y'all sure?
You sure? We've been trying to tell him.
No, but see, to me, what VJ did on Tuesday night made one thing absolutely clear.
Pretty good.
That too, that too. But what you see when you think about Bahamian talent, and no shot to Buddy, no shot to people like DeAndre. DeAndre was one. You have now this thing
VJ
because
different.
Right. You had this thing now because of DeAndre. People say, but you aren't really sure. You don't know how it's going to translate. VJ has now not only removed that doubt, he has made it emphatically clear. If those boys coming out of the Bahamas with that kind of energy, that's energy that's going to translate. Buddy had a good shot. We saw that when he was at Oklahoma. People said, okay, he has an NBA shot.
Yeah.
He could survive in the league. DeAndre, everybody said, tremendous size. He could survive in the league. VJ now pops up and people look at it and be like, nah, but they got a product over there. Things can happen.
That's like John said, superstar.
Yeah.
So it went from lottery pick,
Never doubted.
lottery pick who's going to have an outstanding career to a guy going number 1 overall to this, which is possibly an all-star sooner than you think.
But there's a clip, and it was when we were in Greece, and I don't know what team. It was probably Montenegro, and DeMarco came, and we're in the locker room, and he started chewing out like VJ to a point. And
you should be sharing this information, John.
Yeah, because there's a video out there. You could do it.
sure.
Like, and when I mean chewing out, he's constructive criticism. You could take it as a player. And the last thing DeMarco said is, "You're a star. Play like one." This is a year and a half ago. Like, people knew. People in the know. Look at Eric when they asked Eric, and Eric's like, when you see him on the court, you're gonna see why he's a great player.
And then fast forward to him being on Paul George's podcast. Is that the only thing he does now?
Yeah,
fast forward him to being on that, and him saying they talked about the Bahamian national team, and VJ just flat, not in a disrespectful way, but he flat out and said it's not going to be Buddy's team. It's going to be my team. It's going to have to be my team. And there were a few people who I know kind of took that the wrong way, but no,
Who took it the wrong way?
This is the not us.
No,
Y'all-
I'm trying to see who.
You want like specific
Traditional
names?
media?
No, not traditional media, but
Old people?
But this is the kind of mentality I think you have to have. This is the kind of mentality that creates that kind of.
You're trying to
opening
tell me
night.
in 4 years, VJ isn't going to be the lead on that team?
I ain't gonna lie. I've had this debate a couple of days since Tuesday where people will be like, you feel like he better than Buddy. It's like, bro, no disrespect to Buddy. Buddy's still an icon. Buddy's still a guy. Buddy's still
But he
seven.
has his role.
Right. If you try to compare and say, and I ain't trying to make this a Buddy versus VJ thing, VJ is that guy.
But if you
It's
ask
crazy to
Buddy
me that we
himself,
have to do that though.
but if you
That's
ask
what the
Buddy,
conversation is.
Buddy is going to tell you VJ is going to be a better player than me. Like, he has no shame saying that. It's like, trust me, when you like, I'm trying to tell you, like, when you're with him an extended period of time, like, when you watch him, you could just see how special he is. Like, I didn't have the opportunity to see DeAndre in like practices at a certain time. I saw him later in his career. But when you see what he was doing at that age, you're just like, what?
But I just encourage all parents right now with young kids coming up. Bro, I don't care if it's a West Coast game. I don't care if it's an East Coast game. Your sons who just have any kind of liking for the game of basketball. A lot of them know watch this man play. Let them get that inspiration and realize that he was in Bimini.
We need to
13, 14.
buy those games and have it broadcast all over. Like, we should have a deal with the NBA and the Philadelphia
we
stuff.
should have been doing it. It's crazy that
Yeah.
it would take VJ for that to
I
happen.
mean, we should have it with all our Bahamian players.
Yeah, we should have been doing that because it's not like, I mean, Buddy was a player of the year coming out of Oklahoma. He was a lottery pick. DeAndre Ayton was the number 1 pick in the draft. Like, we should have been doing that. I understand everyone's caught up on the VJ Edgecombe hype right now, but it's not like these guys weren't in positions where everyone should have been paying attention in the first place.
That's why I didn't want to get into the conversations of shoulda or coulda. I'm talking about
Let's do it now.
The spot we in right now. Let's not blow this opportunity. Get
we-
this guy
we
in
can blow
front of as many young basketball hungry fans as possible. The possibilities he could inspire. Just look at the kids in Philadelphia after that game. That changed everything for them because now they feel as if We not only have a opportunity now, we feel like we got the next one. Talk to the people in Philly. That's what they say. So imagine what that could mean for the little kids here, where you have to come back home to every summer. Give them that inspiration.
I just also want them to realize that you gotta be a dog. That's what they gotta get. That's what they have to get. When you see him in all these interviews, and you literally can see the passion that he actually couldn't contain on draft night. Like, you have to have that in you from then. It can't just be, I just like to play ball. No, that's not how you get to this point.
Yeah.
You want to talk more about passion, and you want to talk more about people that have it. We need to shift gears to the other Bahamians.
Big shift, bro.
Oh, before we shift, let's just say shout out to social media for the non-traditional media for keeping the VJ story going.
Factual.
But my favorite one was everyone's like, there was one guy said it's midnight. Oh, I got to go buy me a VJ jersey. I got to go by the store now. I'm waiting in line.
Ironically speaking, you know how many people didn't know VJs wear 77? Like, it was crazy. It's like he balling out on the court. Everybody's like, why you wearing 77? It's like, what number you thought he was wearing this entire time? Like,
do people just not pay attention to
at
anything?
all. This is what I'm saying to you. So that's why I'm mandating right now.
That was like 2 or 3 days after the draft. Like, it literally was right there. He signed the 77 on things draft night.
So I was like,
he said I'm 77 because 7
And it
is my
has to be-
number,
it-
and what's better than 1 7, 2 sevens?
like, it's a whole story behind. So I was like, why is this new information? Like, why are you surprised? Anyway, cool. Everybody's like, that's a big number. I was like, but that's been his number. What are you talking? But yeah, Bahamians wear. We got a top tier talent. Let's enjoy it while it.
Shout
while
out
it's
to
available.
Adidas for the rollout in perfect time too, because Adidas was sitting on that video just waiting for opening night. They could not have imagined it would have gone that way. Like, their marketing team had to be giving each other high fives and just lighting cigars or whatever else they choose
No,
to partake in.
as a part of a marketing team, that
Yeah.
of course we don't work like that, but to see something like that come to fruition where you kind of make a move and a lot of people would question, well, how would this work out? To be the one to say, bro, let's go after VJ. Forget everything else. Let's make that priority. And to see what happened on open night kickoff, you got to be high fiving. That was
We
their
was high
draft night.
fiving.
Fair point.
We ain't got no Adidas deal.
We could get VJ on the line. He could, huh?
While the energy is high, let's shift to the other Bahamians that were
Shout
appearing
out Eric for being a mentor.
on opening night. And we got to talk
We ain't got to
Lakers.
talk about nothing.
We do have to talk Lakers.
Nothing. We ain't got to talk about
DeAndre
nothing.
Ayton, 10 points, 6 boards in the season
Luka
opener
43.
for the Lakers.
Coming up short against Steph Curry.
Yeah, man, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It
You don't
wasn't
need
good.
LeBron?
It was
I
a
don't
much
even know if LeBron can do anything with this.
Oh, man.
it was a much maligned performance. DA, of course, that is not 10 point. You were not brought there for 10 points and 6 rebounds. I'm
If
sorry,
not
but
Marcus
that's
Smart. What was Marcus Smart doing?
picking up 4 fouls in
For
14
what?
minutes.
For-
It is going to be. Listen, I root for every team that the Bahamians play for, and I also root for LeBron. So watching the Lakers will be very important for me this year. I cannot root for Marcus Smart.
We root
He was
right
flopping all
now
over the place.
for no reason. We root right now for Luka Doncic. I hate the fact that Luka. This is the first time I felt this as a Laker fan. I hate the fact that he wasting his year with us. I hate the fact that he's stuck in a situation. Luka deserves to be playing for championships. This man, his last good full season, he was playing in the
He was in the
NBA
championship.
championship round.
He was dragging Kyrie in some carcasses.
to come and no man. This we bring this man from Dallas to do that. And plus we give them Cooper Fly. This messed up, bro.
So right now, what we're saying is, if this is, and I hope this was an anomaly, but you're telling me that Ayton's not going to perform better than Derek Lively on the championship run?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. I don't know why we didn't include that in the Luka trade. I don't know. I'm not saying we could get
I
Derek
want us to
Lively.
have this moment first to try to at least figure out what it is. Like, because the biggest thing to me was, first of all, there's no way you only taking 7 shots. You don't even have the other primary ball handler on the floor. You don't even have LeBron there. So this is actually when Big Sciatica was out and we learned he was going to be out. My first thought was, wow, it gets to be just Luka and Ayton for a while. I want to see what this looks like because he is going to be devastating on this
and
pick
then
and
there
roll.
were moments on the court where it was just Ayton by himself, basically to take over.
Who are you referring to? Who are you deferring to? Jake LaRavia?
That's what happened. I could not believe I was like, bro, why are you passing? Do not pass the ball. I don't care, but That's exactly. I don't care about stats, bro. Just dunk this ball, but that's all. Rebound, dunk the ball, and he would pass. I was like, why don't you want to be successful? Boy?
What's going on, man? We gotta really get to it
Y'all
because
gotta fly to LA and sit that man down. That ain't right.
It bothers me because I wanted for him so much, and then when you hear everything that he was talking about in the preseason, and you hear everything that he was expressing about being a Laker, and him saying he's so self-aware because he knows people are saying this is your last chance to be a legitimate starter in this league and to be viewed within a certain prism. He said this himself. This wasn't anybody else putting it on him. He said that this is what people are saying, and I know that, and this is a narrative that I need to change. And he was saying all the right things.
Everything we just said about VJ, it was the complete opposite for DA. It was a situation where he started, when the game tipped off, I was like, bro, 40 points tonight. 5 minutes in. Let's try and get 20. Bro, let's try and get one little 14 or something, boy. It's like every part of the game is like regress. And it got to a point where it's like, it doesn't make any sense even having him out on the court because he just does not want to play basketball.
You know, he has
That's
to.
how it looked now. He looked like he didn't want to be there.
You know who sweat more than him? Me, who had him in the parlay where he had to score 10. I never thought I would have been sweating out DeAndre Ayton scoring 10 points like that in a game where LeBron wasn't playing and it was really just him and Luka and Austin. This is the thing. Austin Reeves was in foul trouble. So he was sitting for most of the game. So it was really just
You out there with yourself. Who are you passing the ball to? Nobody. I was sitting there like, bro, why don't you want to score the ball? Please score the ball. This is all on you right now.
Listen, we're recording this on Friday night. I hope that all of this ages very poorly when the Lakers and the Timberwolves play later tonight. And when people are listening to this on Saturday morning, they're like, you know what? This is the conversation that kind of sparked it.
I can't even have ridiculous like arguments with people. I can't even say right now, nah, but
I've been on a hill defending him since that game, and I don't know what to do.
I wanted to say so bad, and people was talking about it, but I was like, he can score 50, boy. And immediately in my mind, it's like, don't say that. Don't say that. You'd be happy if that man get 15. That's all. I just want 15 points, 10 rebounds.
All right, let's go.
12 rebounds.
12?
12 and 12. And 2 blocks.
Okay.
We've fallen so far. Average 18 as a rookie. Okay, so Buddy and the Warriors look amazing so far. I mean, one of those games was against the Lakers, so I don't know how it's kind of like college football, right? We got to see how that win ages, how much we're gonna put stuff into that.
I never thought we would talk about that in basketball terminology. Like you got to see
that's
how
true.
We
got to see. We got to see. But I'll tell you what was legitimate. That win against Denver. Mm-hmm. That win against Denver was legitimate, and Steph Curry had to be like another person who caused me to sweat out. By the way, same game parlay, right? And I know this is for the Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook second hour. Same game parlay. Ayton scoring that 10, Steph Curry to score 20. Do you know when Steph Curry hit the 20 mark? On that deep, ridiculous 3. That's how that parlay cashed.
I love the fact that he had the confidence to do that. But when we get into the Everybody Wins Out, we can start teasing some stuff. So we won't get the fans a bit easier.
Okay, yeah. So we'll do that. We'll do that in the second half. But yeah, so first game, Buddy comes out and he wears the traditional Kobe Protro 5s that we know. I mean, another thing, him and VJ wearing the Bahamian flag colors. Maybe you got to do it.
Maybe
whatever you wear, you
because I can tell you have another bad game. Them LA dudes turning against you. It can only be us. It can only be us, bro.
I feel like I'm one of the few people just on this hill, and I'm like, no, he still got it. Just wait until the next game.
Wait, dudes in LA ready to.
People are calling me a crazy person in the streets.
John, get on the line, man. Get on the bat phone. Tell him little something, man. Little something.
A little Bahamian shoes.
Yeah. Ask him what he needs some
food. Some conch salad.
Something.
Kingdom chicken. We could take it to him.
It's crazy that right after Kung Salad, John gone Kingdom chicken, and I'm so mad that that's legitimately Bahamian food. that was second on the list. It was Kung Salad. Kingdom chicken. Anyway, so Buddy has 5 threes during the first game, and when they came out in the third quarter, you know what that looked like? That looked like the traditional Warriors of old. I can't believe we saying that. Warriors of old third quarter run when the lineup of death would come in, and back in the day when they would put Bogut on the bench and they subbed Iguodala in to start the third and they just went on the run. That's what it was like when Buddy came in and he hit like 3 threes during that time span and it was like 19-4. And his shooting ability, you could change the game so quickly. And it looks so fun when the Warriors are actually hunting to find him. This is what being likable does, by the way.
I saw it Tuesday night. It wasn't fun.
I mean, it was fun for me.
It wasn't fun.
It wasn't fun watching Buddy do it.
Why is Steph Curry still good, boy?
He's so good.
He good.
Like, I don't get it, boy.
Shooting takes you a long
I
way.
think he played like this because his wife said he's supposed to be a coach, you know. I really feel that's why he messes up.
Wait,
open
what?
net.
I missed that part.
That's what she say. She said that. Anyway, let me don't get in that because the gals get mad. But basically, what she
I
said.
caught her. Ain't no gals listening to this.
Okay, basically what she said.
Literally only Megan.
Basically, what she said is that she planned her life with the thought process being that he was going to be a high school basketball coach.
He looked like one for sure.
But
So she didn't want that lifestyle that she living right
I don't
now.
know what she was trying to say because I was like,
she wanted to
what are you saying? Like you didn't know, you're saying you never expected your husband to be great.
I mean, he going to Davidson. He ain't going to UCLA.
His daddy is Del Curry. He was going
I
to
think
be at very least a decent, as horrible as Seth Curry is.
He ain't even horrible. He's
He
an NBA
horrible.
He's an NBA player. What you talking about?
He's horrible.
I know one nigga. If Seth Curry had a Bahamian passport, he'd be so good for us on the national
Right.
team.
Well,
Horrible.
You didn't let me finish the point.
Oh, go ahead.
For as horrible as he is as an NBA player, still one of the best shots out there.
Yeah.
So what you thought Steph Curry was going to be?
It ain't like he had a Thanasis career. That man bounced around to several franchises and had really good runs. He went to Duke.
He was supposed to be the better brother.
No,
Nah.
Nope, stop it.
Go back.
By the time Steph rolled around,
Uh-huh.
Steph already had the Davidson run where the entire basketball world was coming to watch him. LeBron, Melo, and KD went
Fair
to
point,
watch
fair
him
point, fair point.
during that NCAA tournament run. Let's remember this correctly now.
Cue up Brad Hunter. Cue up Brad Hunter.
Get him, Brad. Get him. Just remember, Steph was also a lottery pick. I mean,
No, but he too good. Shout out to Aisha. This might be some reverse psychology stuff. Just getting this boy hyped up. Yeah, this is what it gotta be.
boy, he's played with some unwanted anger though.
So this
he
is
never
where-
is displayed nowhere else, but boy, he's played with
And
that.
I think that's what this year is. You wanted me to be who? Basketball coach? Okay.
Gals. Steph Curry good. You know what that is? An easy take. When we come back, we'll have more easy takes when we get to the Bud Light easy takes of the week.
Stafford going to the end zone, reaching up and making the grab.
Bahamas, are you ready for the ultimate Bud Light football experience? Buy 2 6-packs of Bud Light at any Jimmy's Wines and Spirits location or at participating liquor stores, and you're automatically entered to win. You could score an all-expense-paid trip to watch the Dolphins game live. Don't wait. Grab your Bud Light and get in the game today. Bud Light is distributed by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, who reminds you to drink in moderation.
And now it's time for the segment you've all been waiting for. This is always a very important segment, near and dear to our hearts. For many reasons, not just because of the takes, but because we get to talk about Bud Light. This is Bud Light's Easy Takes of the Week. And if you know 10th year seniors, you know we love two things. We love easy takes because we like when people agree with us. We like being right. We also love Bud Light.
We do.
Very enthusiastic. This week we have a special guest for the Bud Light Easy Takes of the Week. We have Cortez Cooper, brand manager for, I've been told, Anheuser-Busch. And for this specific instance, responsibility for Bud Light.
Welcome aboard, Cortez.
How you guys doing?
I was actually shocked because I didn't know it was the entire Anheuser-Busch line. I thought it was just Bud Light. So now I need to know about Budweiser. Anyway, we can get to all that later. Let's just focus on Bud Light right now.
So I'll go with my first easy take of the week. And so Cortez, what we do during this segment, because as everybody knows, Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. We don't want you to do too much thinking in this segment. We just want you to enjoy your Bud Light and then listen to these takes everyone agrees with. Easy take number 1, VJ Edgecombe's good.
Very good. Very good.
VJ Edgecombe's good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. See, everyone agrees with it. It's like you just say that. You don't even have to argue in the barbershop. You could just have a sip of Bud Light and everyone's like, yeah, that's a great take.
No, that's how the conversation is. And in fact, his game is easy to watch. I know the head of the season we were saying, VJ, he plays with such passion. He plays with such momentum. But what we saw on opening night, it showed you just how easy he could score the ball. Seeing the shot, whether it's behind the line, whether it's driving to the basket, he's just easy around the court.
Tell me what you think about easy take number 2, Cortez. Miami Dolphins in trouble for the rest of the year, probably.
Yeah. I agree. It's looking scary out there.
You a Dolphin fan?
No, but I watch them from time to time just to see what's going on.
So the thing about the Dolphins is Bud Light always connected. Here we go. The Bahamas, Dolphin fans in the Bahamas, football fans in the Bahamas. Bud Light has your ticket to the big game. All you got to do is buy 2 6-packs today, and you are entered to win a trip to see the Dolphins play live. Once you purchase yours today at Jimmy's Wines and Spirits or any of the participating vendors. Tell us a bit more about how Bud Light got into this initiative and why you thought it was so impactful to reach out to these fans and give them the opportunity to blend these two things together, enjoying Bud Light and a live game in Miami.
So, yes, Bud Light is the official sponsored beer for the NFL. And Bud Light globally, our market here is so strong in the Bahamas. So Bud Light realized, well, hey, let's give back to the customers and clients of Bud Light in the Bahamas through Jimmy's. So we started an initiative of buying 2 6-packs at any Jimmy's store. That's a simple purchase. And you get a giveaway as well too. So you get like an official NFL glass with a keychain. And then you just fill in the ticket and you get your chance to win on all expense paid trip to watch a game. Simple as that.
And what's the response been like so far?
Oh, it's been great. Last week, Friday, we did our first drawing. We have 2 lucky winners. They were so excited, jumping off the roofs, and they just couldn't believe that, hey, Bud Light made it happen for them. But it's been awesome so far. Our Jimmy's locations have been ringing off. Participating liquor stores, they've been doing well as well. And, we've been sending Bud Light girls to different bars as well to, help with bucket specials and free giveaways and stuff like that. So it's been great.
I mean, we may need a schedule of where we're sending the Bud Light girls so we can be there, just to also enjoy football and just to also enjoy Bud Light for obvious reasons. But if you can get that to us at your earliest convenience, that would be greatly appreciated.
So the lucky fans, which Miami Dolphin game are they going to attend?
So we're leaving today. That would be to the Atlanta Falcons versus the Miami Dolphins, right in Atlanta. So that game is on Sunday at 1 o'clock. So we'll be leaving Nassau about midday, reaching Atlanta about after 3. Have some festivities going on, some dinner, some outings, and then prepare for the big game on Sunday.
Okay, perfect. And what's up after the Atlanta game? What's the next game on the schedule?
So the next game on the schedule potentially would be the Miami Dolphin game. I think they'll be playing the Bills. I'm not sure. I think that's like a day or 2 before Christmas.
Okay.
Right in Miami. I might be wrong, but that's the game that's I think like 2 days or a day before Christmas, like on Christmas Eve or about 2 days away from Christmas.
My favorite part about this is you have so many opportunities to see this, right? And listen, we get it. You don't have to actually be a Dolphin fan, but you do get to enjoy live NFL, and there is nothing like that experience.
And you know how I feel about Hard Rock Stadium. So I'm somewhat happy that it's not in Hard Rock Stadium.
But they're also going on the road.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm happy it's in Atlanta. I hope the Buffalo game is up in Buffalo. You can catch some snow, do some snow angels.
Hold on. You're trying to send these people to Buffalo, New York in December?
Bro.
We said easy to enjoy.
Bud Light is easy to enjoy. You can figure the rest out.
You think Buffalo, New York in December is easy to enjoy?
Hey, I'm a Patriot
For
fan.
Bahamians?
I'm a Patriot fan. Do what you gotta do to survive.
Anyway, I am going to get my 2 6-packs. because I need to be entered into this. I don't even know if I'm eligible, and I'm still being entered into this. Like that's just what it is.
But that's the beauty of Bud Light. You don't have to be eligible. You could still enjoy. That's my easy take of the week.
I'm gonna put you on the spot here, Cortez. We need an easy take of the week from you. You're the brand manager. You're the Bud Light guy who all of us look to for guidance. We need an easy take. Could be anything. Could be sports. Could be outside of the world of sports. I need a Bud Light easy take from you.
A Bud Light easy take? Boy. Well, how about this? Do we all agree that VJ Esther will be the rookie of the year?
I see. That's probably the easiest thing to have right now.
That's easy for us. That is very easy for us.
We started the campaign. The campaign is ongoing. VJ Edgecombe, rookie of the year.
Now I have some friends who have really been on the stump for that guy in Dallas, and they think that guy in Dallas, Cooper Flag, is going to be the rookie of the year. But I mean, if we basing it just not off this, we thought this prior to opening night. But if you go off opening night, not even close. Yeah. So I'm with you. I think that's the rookie of the year. We've said it many times.
Good take. Didn't expect that from him.
Didn't expect that from her. So Atlanta is going to be a vibe. Like, congratulations to the lucky winners of that. Like, y'all got a really good one.
I want to know what the festivities are.
You kind of left that one
festivities.
hanging.
I think about Saturday night in Atlanta. It's a lot of festivities. It's a lot of festivities.
I mean, if you were there, you would know. Let's put it like that.
So I remember when the Super Bowl was in Atlanta, it was Rams Patriots, and I was able to travel with Bud Light because they wanted me to chronicle the experience as a content creator. And I'll just say, the experiences in Atlanta, you know what, Cortez, 100% right. I'll leave it at that.
I gotta ask though, that.
What do you have to ask?
What do you chronicle?
Everything that happened with the game. Maroon 5 performed at halftime. The game itself wasn't great because Rams and Patriots was not a great Super Bowl, but I'll tell you, tough to find a better city. So I am glad that they went from Saturday.
In fact, now that you brought it up, I have to ask Cortez. I know Bud Light, they're always spectacular when it comes to the NFL. We've seen, as Na mentioned just now, the Super Bowl stuff. Are you able to tease anything that Bud Light could have going on around that time next February? Super Bowl Sunday?
So, we will be sending winners to the Super Bowl as well. As soon as we're done picking the December winners, we'll do a blast on social media through 10th Year Senior and all other media outlets, letting people know that, hey, the Super Bowl campaign has started.
Okay.
And then, of course, we'll be doing a big party. Super Bowl night here in the Bahamas and Nassau.
So where do you have a chance to...
Can't disclose the location this year. Can't disclose the location this year. Everything's still secretly in planning. But hopefully by the 1st of January, 2nd of January latest, we will have all details pushed and get the guys excited.
So whether you have the opportunity to watch it live with Bud Light, you could also have the opportunity to be at the secret location once we get it all determined.
It's only a secret now. It's not going to be a secret in January.
Just keep it a secret. As long as
Bahamians do like exclusivity, though.
Exactly.
So if they do feel like it's a secret, then everyone will want to be a part of that.
But I know once Bud Light is involved, it's going to be special.
For sure. For sure.
Being the official bear of the NFL, Bud Light knows how to throw a party because we've been attendees at that party several times. We've done the pregame podcast from there. Stayed for the party because obviously that's what you do.
I have very horrible memories about that night.
I mean, I have some great memories about that night. I don't know about you. You apparently it wasn't easy to enjoy for you.
Because that was the Eagles Super Bowl.
You was talking about football.
Yes, the football portion of it. Okay. But anyway, Bud Light was definitely good that night. The game, not so much.
Okay.
Shout out Nick Foles.
No.
So we can agree that you will, at your earliest convenience, you will send us the list of where the Bud Light girls will be, so their seniors can be in attendance, and we will get that blast out to the people because that's where they need to be.
For sure.
All right, Cortez, thanks for being here with us on this weekend's episode of the Accredited. This has been the Bud Light Easy Takes of the Week.
Thank you, guys.
Stafford going to the end zone, reaching up and making the grab.
Bahamas, are you ready for the ultimate Bud Light football experience? Buy 2 6-packs of Bud Light at any Jimmy's Wines and Spirits location or at participating liquor stores, and you're automatically entered to win. You could score an all-expense-paid trip to watch the Dolphins game live. Don't wait. Grab your Bud Light and get in the game today. Bud Light is distributed by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, who reminds you to drink in moderation.
Welcome back to the Accredited, powered by 10th year seniors here on Guardian Radio 96.9 and brought to you by our benevolent sponsors.
You gotta stop saying benevolent.
What? That's how I feel about
great
everybody.
sponsors.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook. Like, they're our benefactors.
The GOAT of sports books.
Well, they can be the GOAT in a bit. So we get the announcements as we go on, but finish your intro.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. If you choose to bet and you choose to bet responsibly, you obviously have to do so with the best in the business, which is Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook. And they have the foresight to say, you know what? There are people out there that are talking about this stuff. They are talking about this stuff in an intelligent. Well, they're talking about this stuff in some kind of way. In some kind of way. And we are going to get behind that. And that kind of genius from that team is what everybody should have power behind them. So if they have that kind of foresight, then yeah, that's the people who you want to spend money with and make money with. By the way,
definitely, it's all about making money.
I'm Ronaldo, and I learned that the Chargers brought back my favorite uniforms of theirs, and it's not the powder blues.
I'm Ricardo. Is it really your favorite uniform?
It was so good. I like those ones. Okay, remind me of Junior Seau. It got really nostalgic.
And I'm John Mark, and basketball is better than football.
He's sticking to that point, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I made that point in one of my chat groups too, because we were talking about Thursday night football, and I'm like, I'm watching.
You know what the problem is?
Don't say it.
Hold on. No,
Okay,
I got to. Because of the standings right now, it is feeling really 2000-ish right now. And I think that's the part that's bothering y'all. Y'all going back to them times.
See?
Our times have always been
Chargers.
bad, so it don't matter.
This is it. But now y'all know y'all run done.
Okay.
It finished.
What run did we have? A couple winning seasons? Like, that's the run? The 70 points against the Broncos.
Oh, that's a good game.
That's
a solid game.
70 points against the Broncos.
It over.
Yeah.
It over.
And 2 are leading the league in passing yards.
It done.
You know what's funny? It always seems like
That year was so fun.
anytime we beat the Broncos, and we beat them convincingly, or we're thinking that we've made the next step, we just suck. Because you remember when Linda Murray hit that, what used to be a 53-yarder, and we started the season 5-0, and we said, this is the year. Just plummeted. So the Broncos, just don't beat the Broncos no more.
Okay, so if the Dolphins and the Broncos play, then you can
Bo
rest
Nix.
assured that you should put all of your money on the Broncos. If you're a Dolphin fan and you want to see better for them.
I mean, at this point, whoever the Dolphins play, put all your money.
That's such a. That's
Is there
such
an
a
option on the Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook to put?
It can be built out. They
call it fading. So this is the perfect intro to some terminology. So if you're going to follow someone's gambling advice, because people out there ask each other for tips all the time. I mean, do so in a legal way. Don't carry on like Damon Jones. Do so in a legal way. No insider information.
What's the equivalent of the Bahamian FBI?
There is none. I don't know.
It's what I think it's
what?
It's like either CDU.
There's no Bahamian FBI.
We have what was the intelligence agency? We have an intelligence agency.
We haven't.
Yeah, we do.
Let me stop.
Anyway, cool, because they might be listening right now.
I hope so. If they are an intelligence agency, they should know what's going on the airwaves. You mean to tell me we just getting away saying whatever we want? Y'all heard what Brad Anna said. Views and opinions. I know when John is feverishly trying to do research.
No, but that's one of
Criminal Investigations Department.
Yeah, CID, and then there's another intelligence thing that they was all against. Like they have an office on Nassau Street. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
No.
I'm telling you.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so whatever they are. I guess the point John was trying to make is he was equating that to everything that we see that's going on. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that stuff during the Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook Hour. We are going back to our glossary. So
Talk about legalized stuff.
yeah, talking about legalized stuff. When you fade someone, you're just doing the opposite of what they think. So if you have a friend or relative and you know this person is just bad luck, I know this person say he going with the Dolphins. I going with whoever the Dolphins playing. I'm fading him. They like the Bears. Going with whoever is playing against the Bears.
That's what I always just tell y'all who's coming and try to figure out who the. You feel like your boyfriend is when he say he can try hit a parlay if it's successful and they say no, not really. All right, do the opposite of what he doing. What teams he always talking about? Pick against them. Yeah, might make a little something. Just don't tell him, but it is what it is.
You hedge the bet.
So before we get into the NFL, because this is an NFL dominant hour here on the Accredited. For now, it's seasonal, but football is still king sport. As much as we talked about how much this is why we spent the first hour talking about basketball.
I was going to say, like, when you look at the revenue that the NFL brings in compared to all the other major sports,
it's not close.
I think the NFL brings in $20 billion a year, and the other leagues combined bring the same as the NFL.
Guys, for as much as we talked about how much we love these first 3 nights of the NBA.
I ain't saying it's more profitable. I'm just saying it's more enjoyable.
I assure you the ratings for Vikings Chargers absolutely dwarfed everything else. And that is a middling football game. That's one where a team got blown out 37-10. And I guarantee you it dwarfed the ratings.
And the Dolphins almost beat that team.
It dwarfed the ratings for 2 very excellent NBA games. Because football is king sport. So that is why we are going to focus on that here. And this extended version of the Accredited Hour 2 is going to be dedicated to that. So, but before we get to that, I want to talk about, we talked about fading. I want to talk about some parlays. I did mention earlier in Hour 1, had a same game parlay that featured both DeAndre Ayton and Steph Curry. Both hit those marks within 2 minutes left to play. So you can imagine the tension that's going on there. Did any of you have any? It doesn't even have to be a bad beat or something that was really close and a cashed or lost late, because those are the ones that get
everything related to the Cowboys. We got to make it a whole thing. Let's get on with Pickens, bro.
No, he's just a very strange person.
Yeah, I needed him this week.
Oh,
I thought you getting him 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, I thought you mean he did something strange.
No, I just needed him to show up.
Well, CeeDee Lamb is back. Mm-hmm. No, I blame you for that.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb had no impact on what he was doing. None.
He has the impact of targets.
Yeah.
This isn't a target bet. It was yardage.
Yes.
How much yards was it?
I think it was like 56, somewhere around there. Just about.
That's usually one catch for him.
Yeah.
So if it's usually just one catch.
I mean, bro, I don't know what to tell you.
Saying.
Listen, after what the Cowboys did to me 2 weeks ago, I choose not to believe in them no more.
Why don't you blame Dak?
Because I'm not putting myself through that kind
People
of heartache.
keep telling me Dak having an MVP season. I ain't see it yet.
MVP number wise or MVP? Like,
Wait, how are you not seeing it though?
Wait, you think Dak having an MVP yet?
Yeah, I think if their defense was better and the Cowboys had Cowboys lost 3 games because of that defense. If they have those 3 wins in the win column, then yeah, I think he would be in that discussion.
Cool. I ain't seeing it.
He has 81 yards, 16 touchdowns, 71% completion. That's
No, he's playing really well.
Who lead the league in completion percentage?
I don't know. I have him in fantasy, so I know how well he's playing. Dak is one of my leading scorers every single week.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so I want to get into a parlay that I had last night. I had the Thunder on the money line. I had Aaron Gordon to hit at least 1-3. Boy, talking about hammering the over. I had Aaron Gordon to hit 1-3, 15 points from Jamal Murray, 20 points from Steph Curry, and 20 points from Nikola Jokic. And I want to just get to
but I don't know if you could see it now. What was the odds on that?
It was low, plus 249.
Oh,
so it was like something you feel. So these are one of those bets you put something like that together when you pretty much feel like all of them should hit relatively easy, but then you stake high on it, right? So my thing with that is all of them pretty much. I was certain about the Thunder, even though that one was touch and go because double overtime. I was certain Aaron Gordon was going to hit 1-3. You saw how his playoff run ended. He was taking and making more of those shots. Obviously, he worked on that more in the offseason. Jamal Murray getting 15 points. He's the second option in his offense. Fairly certain with that. Hold on. Steph Curry, 20 points. You know Steph Curry's going to score 20.
Well, if he doesn't score 20, they lose.
He almost didn't against the Lakers. You know he's going to score 20, right? Now get to Nikola Jokic. All of the superstars was absolutely jamming first game of the season. I was like, Jokic going up against Draymond and Al Horford? Jokic about to eat. He about to destroy.
He's eating over the summer. That's what he was doing.
He's seen all of these people put up these. He's seen all these people put up these numbers. Let me take y'all to this fourth quarter when Nikola Jokic had 16 points. 16 points in the fourth
for no reason.
16 points in the fourth quarter, and it is getting tense. So it's like less than 3 minutes left to go. He gets the ball in the post, hits a jump hook. Now we on 18. We get to 30 seconds left. And by the way, this is a close game. It looks like the Warriors are gonna put it away. It was going back and forth with every possession. Jokic gets fouled, goes to the line, splits the pair. Makes one of two. So now we sitting on 19 points. This game is about to be done. Thank the Lord it went to overtime. Because if it didn't go to overtime, what was supposed to be a sure parlay
cooked.
falls apart.
Nah, it is those sorts of moments that make you feel
He
like
shot 13 threes and went 2 for 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is he doing?
He was trying to destroy me.
So those things that we talked about in the first half, when we talked about people not really taking basketball serious this part of the year, Jokic in that group. He's like, yeah, but basketball is not right now.
But hold on. As you say that, John, you still have his stats up?
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Please read his stat line.
13 rebounds, 10 assists, 21 points. 8 for 23 shooting, though.
That's the person who's saying taking it seriously. That man had a triple-double.
Right. And a block and a steal.
What I'm saying when I say not taking it serious, I'm just like, yeah, we can play good ball, but it's 1 of 82, bro.
He just want to play himself in shape. That's all.
Yeah, he plays 7 shape. He wearing with them horses still, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was about to say, he really into them horses.
He is
good for
is
him,
so
though. He got his championship. He's just collecting them checks now.
Y'all thought this man was coming to the league to like dominate forever? Jokic can do what he come here to do, but he ready to retire.
I feel like he's the type of player to be like Barry Sanders and just be like, oh, Calvin Johnson, yeah, I'm done.
You thought he was going to make all this money in the NBA just being one of the all-time greats? No. Jokic leave Europe and say I can play ball for a little bit, go back, bet on horses.
He's 30 years old and been in the league for 10 seasons. I don't see him playing another 3 years.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think he'll leave Denver.
If he leave Denver,
he's going to Europe.
He go to the Lakers if he leave Denver. He ain't got to know Europe.
I don't want him to go to the Lakers at like 35.
Hey.
Okay.
We deserve good things.
At 35?
Does this look like a man who wants to be playing basketball right now?
I'm sorry. This is an audio medium, but John just showed us the bio for Nikola Jokic.
Why it look like he was in a fight right before the picture?
You ever seen his brothers? He may have been. He may have been. Okay, so y'all want to get to things are down bad because we have a lot to get into. Week 8 of the NFL season. There's a lot of people that are going to be coming back. There's a lot for us to really get into. But before we get into the NFL,
you realize that Jokic is an unrestricted free agent at the age 33.
There we go. We only need but 2 years here, bro. We need a little 2 chips,
but
bro.
8 can still be there.
My guy. Anyway, let me leave it alone. Go what you got to go with because 8 and B right there.
Okay. Before we get into football, we want to fill you in on this promotion from Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook that you definitely want to be a part of because while you have one eye on football, I need you to have the other eye on boxing. The fight of the year is coming and Everybody Wins Live wants to send you to see it live in Miami. That's right. You got Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis. 2 fighters, 1 ring, 1 completely unforgettable night. All you got to do, place any $50 sportsbook bet on Everybody Wins Live. That's between October 16th. You got until November 8th, and you are automatically entered to win a trip for 2 to Miami to the big fight. That's flights, that's hotel, that's tickets, that's all on EWL Sportsbook. The winners will be announced on November 9th, so get your bets in now. Get them in now. You got until November 8th. This isn't just a fight. It's your ticket to the main event. Everybody Wins Live, built for players. I'm taking Tank.
I've said this consistently, but I see apparently
I will waver though, so every week I gotta see where I'm at. I'm taking Tank.
The question now is Jake Paul able to knock Tank Davis out? I don't understand where that conversation coming. Yes, he is bigger, but I don't understand it.
So Jokic has 304 million career earning, right? 304 million.
You know, should I go back to horses?
Does Jake Paul go over that in his career?
Yeah. You think them Saudi boys ain't gonna touch him? As soon as he done with this fight, Saudi can give him $200 million for one fight.
You think he get 300 for his career?
Yes. You see what the Saudis give Tom Brady to throw the ball for half hour?
70 million.
That was nuts.
So what you need to give Jake
I could have
Paul a
sold that
fight?
for
That was
500,000.
That was really that's sports washing. Is anyway. I want to get political here.
Go
Sports
ahead.
washing's amazing though.
Okay. Fair point.
All right, teams are down bad. I want to go with some different teams this week. Buffalo Bills. Teams or down bad?
They down bad.
It's hard to say.
They down bad. You know why they're down bad? Because they dead. That's why they're down bad. Like, there's no way that you could hype this team up. You're supposed to be having your MVP, all this. Everyone's saying this is the year, this is the last year they're in the stadium and they're going to do something big and move into the. You know what? They taking their deadness into that old stadium, into the new one, and the Patriots have overtaken them as the front runners for the AFC East.
John, I got to ask, how much you hate the Buffalo Bills?
I hate them plenty. But all I'm saying is,
he's not wrong.
Buffalo had their time and their shot. Patrick Mahomes was just too good those times. And honestly, the way I'm looking at it, the way that they're playing football, they're not even playing that well because the Dolphins hung in the game with them for a little while. That's the measuring stick for everything. But I think right now, if we're looking at today, the New England Patriots have the keys to the AFC East, and there's nothing Buffalo could do about it. Buffalo is going to be lucky enough to get a good enough seed in the playoffs, not to play a better team to get beat.
You know what their mistake was? Well, one of their mistakes was, I think, and it's okay to believe in Josh Allen this much, right? I can't believe that this is the receiving core that they have for him. I feel like
Do they think he's Tom Brady?
They do.
Do they think he's
they
Patrick?
are wrong.
Do they think he's Patrick Mahomes? But even with Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs realized, we made a mistake. We need to get you some better receivers. You cannot just do it all on your own. It's just not going to happen. And I don't feel like this group of receivers is what someone like Josh Allen should have.
No, I think the troubling thing for me in all of this is the fact that, and John touched on it just now, and this is just not me as a Patriot fan.
But it's mostly you as a Patriot
Right.
fan.
I kind of had to give thought. Like, if the Patriots are actually back and we are now competing for a division title, how big of a missed opportunity has this been for Buffalo?
All of it.
I
think this is worse than losing 4 Super Bowls in a row.
I honestly do too.
Because
you guys are insane.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Bro,
you are lunatics.
For you to go past the Tom Brady era and have this division, you had to get at least one Super Bowl out of this. Like, how could you look back on this moment with Josh Allen and say, bro, we didn't even make it there?
Okay. And you think
I think it's worse not making the Super Bowl than losing the 4 Super Bowls in a row. Like, honestly, like Cardo's right. This is the time to capitalize and to win your Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts got a Super Bowl. The Eagles been the Super Bowl twice.
To be fair, that was the best constructed team in the NFL.
True, but what was stopping Buffalo from doing that? This was
not being the best
Buffalo's
constructed team in the NFL.
But they had all.
You said what was stopping them from winning?
This
Patrick Mahomes.
Right, but this was your time to actually get it done
this year.
No, like the window's over.
After
Just like
Brady, up to now.
You forgot the Dolphins.
We started this by John saying Patrick Mahomes was the reason.
But you still have a window of beating that quarterback. Just like the Dolphins' window was that first year of Mike McDaniel. That was it. That was the year.
That was like a little. That was like
there's a crack in the door.
But it's hard for me to accept the fact that post Brady, you had a quarterback that could not only. And I'm not saying he's better than Patrick. He could compete with Patrick. Build a team around him. It was him. It was Lamar Jackson. To an extent, it was the well-built Eagles. And, of course, it was the Chiefs.
Yeah.
This was the era that we were in. And to look back on it and
we ain't out of it yet.
I don't know.
So
you mean just for Buffalo or for all Buffalo. Of those teams? Oh, yeah.
For Buffalo.
2019, Buffalo went 10-6.
Yeah.
2020, 13-3. That was probably one of the years, right? Then 11-6, then 13-3 in 2002. Then they went 13-4 in 2014. They had 11 wins minimum or 10, whatever. Those years, the 2022, 2024, 2020 years were Buffalo years. It's done. It's over.
Let's not forget how they lost the last 2 years.
Yeah.
That alone is almost like, bro, you gotta have something to show for it. I'm not saying that you could have been dominated 3-4 Super Bowl. I'm saying to at least have one. To have a quarterback the stature of Josh Allen, probably not going to get that again. And all of that, the only thing you say, yeah, we competed against the Chiefs. That's heartbreaking, bro.
Philadelphia Eagles, tings is tings or down bad?
VJ, boy.
What?
VJ.
So tings is tings then.
Tings is
So we
tings.
just talking about the entire city of Philadelphia.
I can tell you one thing.
They won a game in week 7 because of their passing attack.
Yeah, no, that was shocking.
That was shocking to
Because
everybody.
but the funny thing is, I was actually watching like the portion. I didn't have red, so I just put the TV on, and it was the pass to Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
And the announcer like, "That's the best pass he made all season." And I'm like, "We're 7 weeks into the season, and that's the best pass." Like, not even like that's a top 3 pass that he's made. No, that's the best one. That's the best ball he's thrown all season.
I won't correct. Now, I won't.
He ain't lie.
He ain't lie.
He ain't lie.
But I won't correct you. It wasn't because of their passing attack. This was all on the receivers. Jalen Hurts did not do anything tremendous. He did not do
I didn't
anything.
say he did, but
The receivers had to literally go above it. You can tell the energy is off.
Carter, they tired.
But he was.
You know what? They've been doing cardio for 7 weeks.
326
they tired, bro.
yards.
You know how much wind sprints they've been running with no satisfaction?
That's
they were
crazy.
sick. So when that ball come their way, their catch radius has expanded to another 6 feet.
The only credit in this is first time in a long time I've seen receivers take yards after the catch. Absolutely. They eat that up. If I catch one ball, that might be the only
Because
ball.
that might be it.
Perfect. You could have used him, George Pickens style.
Yeah. I say things as things because you need the dissenting voice of the receiver room was only gonna grow louder and louder. And for you to have those 2 losses, you could not have another one happen. You absolutely could not. I know it's early in the season, but honestly, they went into that game and I was like, this is a must-win game for the Eagles.
How many more years of Jalen Hurts in Philly you think we see?
3.
That's this contract?
No, that's my guess.
Oh.
I don't see him making another 2 years.
Whatever it
depends on how
is, I say
successful the
3
team
this
is, though.
because they're going to be drafting a quarterback.
Yeah.
And they're going to be drafting a quarterback for the future, and he's going to be just this,
Yeah.
the holdover.
He would be a great he would be a great backup.
But he's not going to be a backup.
You think he's gonna get a starting job somewhere else?
The Jets,
But in his mind,
Dying a loss.
it lasts longer than Fields.
he might be in Minnesota.
Boy, Minnesota taking anyone. He might be in Tennessee.
My Baltimore Ravens.
They're not your
Tings is tings. Shut up. My Baltimore Ravens. Tings is tings or down by?
Were they on a bye?
I'll let you haters go first. No.
Who did they play?
It was on a bye, but I can tell you it was on a bye.
They play Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, and the Chicago Bears at 1 p.m.
No, I said were they on a bye last
They
week?
were on a bye last
Oh, yeah,
week.
Tings is Tings then because they ain't lose.
Yeah.
But Lamar Jackson didn't lose it either, bro. Y'all see the video?
Oh, yeah.
How bad is his injury?
What you mean?
When did he start wearing Anta stuff? Is he sponsored by Anta?
Why he out in the city just in the middle there, food trucks in the middle of the night? What's going on?
He's a regular person. He's hungry.
He got to eat. I don't understand.
Wow, okay.
You think Lamar Jackson just lives in this palace where he's untouchable? He is very accessible to the people of his community.
Lamar
That's how
Jackson's a
Lamar
man of
Jackson
the
is.
people.
Miami.
Yeah.
That is his
That's his
community.
home.
What you mean?
He should be in Baltimore rehabbing.
Why you can't?
Why
Wait, it's
is
a
a bye
hamstring
week?
injury. He ain't get shot. What you talking about?
He might get shot in Baltimore if he was getting food that late.
No, not him. He's safe. He's stamped. He all good.
Okay, all right.
Listen, why do we act like these people can't be normal?
No,
people?
I'm
But
saying he can't be
No,
normal.
I mean, no.
I'm
he
saying he
was doing
can't.
that.
I'm not saying he can't be normal. It's just weird.
Let me ask you this question.
It was weird at all.
MVP quarterback to just be stumbling through a city midnight to buy order food from a food
You
truck.
don't think
You think
Tom
he was
Brady
by
was
himself?
walking the streets of Boston?
No, Tom Brady ain't walking the streets of
Yes,
Boston.
he was.
Midnight. Midnight, just randomly ordered from a food truck.
Because he's not a man of the people. He's an elitist. Lamar Jackson.
He got 17 rings. He could be the man of space. Space.
Things is things and no.
7.
It feel like 17. Josh Allen wish he had one.
So do I.
What's that have to do with anything?
I can't believe they waste this opportunity, but like it making me as a Patriot fan looking at it like, did we get like okay too fast? Like, am I missing? This is why I don't want to get overhype on it. So it's like maybe.
I get what you're saying, but
They still
Buffalo's
could win
time
this
over.
division this year, you know.
You think so?
Yes.
I hope so. I really hope so. As a Patriot fan, I hope so.
Anyway, as the resident leader of the Baltimore Raven faction
You're
here
not.
on this show, Tings is Tings because Lamar Jackson is back.
He back?
The AFC, yeah,
Yeah.
Lamar's going to be
My
back.
fantasy league.
The AFC North, not a good division. We know this. we can still win this division.
Shout out Joe
I
Flacco.
want people to know that.
I'm
And
with Joe Flacco up there.
the Bengals,
Joe
Flacco about to have the game. We know it's two types of game Joe Flacco is out.
Good
He's
and
having
bad.
that game, and boy, we know that other game coming. And it's going to be bad when it happens. But anyway, he did what we needed him to do. They beat the Steelers. Thank you very much. Because all I need is the Ravens to stay in striking distance. And once Lamar in striking distance, it's going to be all good. I just need the defense to not average as much points as SGA. And then we good. Because that defense right now is giving
Is
up like
defense
37 points a game.
non-existent like in the NFL and NBA?
I think defense is it's a downtime for defense right now
Lamar Jackson
across
questionable.
across the board. Now he playing. He
playing.
good. He good. I have boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Lamar
Inside
Jackson's playing.
sources. That's what
Yeah,
we
we
do
got
as journalists.
Yeah, really very super serious journalists that we
Moving
are.
him into the starting lineup, even
Yeah,
though there's
right.
big questionable on him.
So what you think? Things are down by.
I think Diggs is there.
I mean, every game is a must win. Got to beat Ben Johnson. Got to beat the Bears. I think Lamar Jackson wants to. I mean,
Beat Ben Johnson. Nobody's ever said that in a sentence.
what do you mean?
There's no concern there, bro.
No concern about Ben Johnson. He had the Lions in the NFC Championship game.
What he doing with the best?
They're 4-2.
The best for a dude?
Yeah.
Hold on, for real. Give me the NFC North line.
This is how good.
NFC North.
This is how good Ben
Green
Johnson
Bay
is.
4-1. Detroit Lions 5-2.
4-1-1. Add the extra
1. I don't even look at the tie like that's Lions 4-2.
So
I mean,
Bears
no.
can also be 4-2.
The Bears 4-2. Lions are 5-2.
The NFC North
So
is
hold on, what
amazing.
the Vikings record is?
3-4.
So everybody in that division competing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I don't really think the
I
Vikings
just
can
assume that because the Bears were good and the Packers were good, that the Bears and Vikings had to suck.
Yeah, don't assume when it comes to Ben Johnson.
Shout out Ben Johnson, bro.
Yeah, shout out Ben Johnson. But things to us because he about to get his this week. Lamar is back. All right. Let's go to we went to my team. Let's go to John's team. Well, we ain't get
Tings is Tings.
No,
still.
we ain't doing that again.
What you
We ain't
talking
do-
about?
We ain't doing
It's
that.
gonna be Tings is Tings now. When we win, we down bad because we losing the draft pick. Like we just ruining our draft.
This is literally
All right, Miami Dolphins.
This is literally one of my favorite things about the Dolphins. Because no fan base quickly turns over the idea of, I want to spend no more. We clearly suck. Don't win no more. And then you know what can happen?
They could win.
They could win.
We could win. We could win like 6 games this season. I already see it. We're gonna be 7 and whatever. They're gonna salvage a season to a point, and it's gonna be like, why are we wasting our time? Why are we wasting our time? Let's just lose, and let's not get a Jake Long. Let's get a superstar.
They about to draft one interior lineman to the gods. Watch. They about to get the best left guard. You about to get the best left guard you ever seen. Watch. I know. I just know that's. I just know that's
Or they're just gonna get a utility running back.
Cleveland Browns. Tings is Tings. Are down by.
They could be down bad this week.
Will they play him?
They could be down bad
Drake
this
May.
week.
They playing Drake May.
Yeah, no, they could be. I mean, shout out to Dylan Gabriel for getting the win. I was one of the few who
believed in
said
him?
that they, even though he only threw for 96 yards, but they were
Boy.
96 winning yards.
They winning. He is. I mean,
I've
not
never
they
heard
winning.
that in a conversation before. He threw for 96 yards, 96 winning yards. Oh, what?
Yeah,
He ain't lying.
96 winning yards. I told you he was going to get his first dub. UCF legend. He used to sell socks.
I don't understand what happened last week with the with the
Oh,
Browns.
116 yards.
And how much did they rush for?
More. Where the defense scored like 3 touchdowns.
There we go. That is the strangest game I've ever seen in my life.
They were supposed to be like a hurricane going on that game. Hurricane didn't go on.
Yeah.
But hey, yeah, the Browns, things is things, man. I didn't think they was going to be that
No,
good.
thanks to the Browns this week down bad though.
All right, let's get to the slate on Sunday. It's a short weekend. Y'all running scared from the NBA. A lot of teams are on bye. Let's start with we don't have an NFL Europe game this week.
Oof.
Uh,
No early game.
no early game. The first game you are going to see is we can get into this. John's Miami Dolphins versus the Atlanta Falcons. Dolphins come in at 1-6. Their quarterback is now must-see TV, not because of how he plays. Well, how he plays is kind of cringe, so I guess you want to see that as well. But it's the press conferences.
Two gotta have
Because
CTE, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. We gotta have to have this conversation. There's no way in the world it's normal behavior. This ain't normal. Like you snitching on everything for no. Like nobody's even asked questions about. Two was be there. Like, let me tell you something. But just water.
Tua just was like, well, y'all know I can't see, right? Y'all know
I
it's
can't
too
see over this line. I'm short.
Y'all know it's too short to see over this line,
What,
right?
boy?
Wait, what?
I feel bad for him. Though. Something
Anyways,
right.
Falcons gonna win. This is last week they were making a big deal that it was two left-handed quarterbacks playing against each other for the first time since whatever. Guess what?
It happened again.
1 week later, it's happening again. The more impressive thing was it was two Hawaiian quarterbacks.
Yeah,
playing.
that was actually more rare than the left-handed thing. So here's the biggest area concern. Well, not
What
the
biggest area of concern? There's no area of concern. Dolphins are losing.
They are the worst rushing defense in the NFL.
Yeah, they're bad.
Like they gave up 2 weeks ago. They gave up 200 yards to Rico Dowdle.
Chargers, they gave up 1 million yards to that running back.
Oh, what's the guy? Anyway,
You know how they asked-
the Browns just ran. Quinshawn Jenkins ran all over them. Everyone rushed. I mean, people who played him, who have him in fantasy, could not be more excited to play him. And that is how you feel about every back that's facing the Dolphins. That being said, you going up against Bijan Robinson?
He's on your fantasy team, right?
Yeah,
You're about to get plenty points.
he about to get plenty points, and I think he is going to run roughshod over the Dolphins. I think Falcons win here. And I wouldn't just take them money line. I think they cover the spread in this as well.
Of course.
Don't let
If
you
they
say
don't
about
score
this game.
30 and win by 14, then they cheating.
The Dolphins are not a team right now that I think they're primed to give up.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of points you get put up in this game, but shout out to the Bud Light group that's going to go down and watch this game in person.
Yeah, so-
hopefully they have a good time.
We did mention that. Well, I mean, they could have a good time from Saturday night.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't mean specifically at the game, but
Yeah,
just in general.
a live experience of an NFL game is always a good time.
Festivity.
Always a really good time at Bud Light. Game 2 on the slate, my Baltimore Ravens against the previously mentioned Chicago
You have to
Bears.
stop saying that.
Why?
You can't tell me nothing but Baltimore.
What do you mean?
That's not your team, bro.
Baltimore's favorite by 7.5.
Hold on, I can't tell you nothing but who.
But
You mean like the city
Ravens-
or
no,
the Ravens?
the team. You're not a Ravens fan.
Let me tell you something about that Super Bowl when Trent Dilfer dropped back and all we saw was a streaking Brandon Stokely on a skinny post. And when Trent Dilfer connected with the best pass of his life, but the only good one he threw in that Super Bowl, and we knew.
Ray Lewis go hold it down.
Who they beat?
What do you mean?
John, you shouldn't.
You think I didn't know they beat the Giants?
I was assuming that you did it.
It was the Kerry Collins-led Giants. Kerry Collins never used to
Shut
wear
up.
nothing on his
Talk
arm.
about a Super Bowl matchup of quarterback. That's a down bad Super
No,
Bowl
that was
matchup.
a stretch of bad quarterbacks. Like that one, the Tampa Bay one. Technically, young Brady was weird.
Kerry Collins wore no quarterback risk, no tape, no response, no nothing. Just out there with two naked arms in the 2000s. I had no fear. No fear. There's no quarterback like that that's going to be successful. I'm sorry. Get out of here with that.
I got you.
I mean,
Anyways.
the Ravens overcame so much.
So who you picking?
What do you think I'm picking? Lamar Jackson's back. We are back as a team.
Now, I think the Bears are going to win this game.
Oh boy.
Look, y'all me when I said the Browns was winning.
I didn't know the Bears fought too. So anything's possible.
when you picked
Yeah.
the Browns against the Dolphins?
Yeah. When I said Dylan Gabriel, you were, whoa. We have that on record.
We didn't think it was going to win because of Dylan Gabriel. That's what it
No,
was.
I didn't think. I honestly didn't think the Browns were going to win that
You
game.
know how bad the Dolphins are?
Bad.
I now recognize enough to come to
I
that
think-
agreement.
All right, cool.
Momentum is a real thing.
Uncle Mo?
And the Bears have won some challenging games this year and have played in challenging weather and have, I think Caleb Williams finally turned the corner of being a winning quarterback. Is he the best quarterback? No. But I just feel that the Ravens are down
Stop
bad.
painting his nails.
He could do
He
what
did?
wants.
I think so. I've not seen him paint.
There you go.
He stopped that.
I think the Ravens are down bad, and
Wrong segment.
it's a new segment. They ain't gonna win, unfortunately. I hope Lamar throws for 5 touchdowns to Zay Flowers,
I like it.
but I think the Bears have this one. They'll go to 6-2, and the Ravens will be right there with the Dolphins.
I
1-6.
like when the football world stops believing in us. I like it. I like it.
I guarantee the best not just
Come
because John
on.
made a really good case.
Come on.
And I did not know they were 4-2.
Yeah, we did know that.
These aren't your old Bears.
The shock and awe. These are not your uncles or even your slightly older brother Chicago Bears. It's Ben Johnson Bears. Yeah, well, they're about to be 4-3 because this is a march toward. You saw how happy Lamar looked in that video that you was talking about.
Was that King Chicken?
That's being misrepresented as something
I
else.
see no smiles, boy.
He was. Yes, he was. He was very happy. People thought he was toastily happy.
He was very toasted. Very
He
toasted.
was warm.
In Miami, yeah.
It was hot that day.
Yeah, it was warm. That's all.
The sun was out.
Boy.
Listen, some quarterbacks do many things and they get Netflix documentaries about it.
Right.
So whether this quarterback was
One thing
enjoying
he better
something
do- but no.
recreationally or not,
I just got to say, he better don't get drug tested, but that's okay now. That's okay.
I bet we okay.
That's okay now.
Not only are the Ravens going to win this game, Ravens are going to win big.
When did he report back to the team?
Oh, you asking all these questions.
I gotta ask.
What's
boy,
this next game? Time constraints.
Time constraints.
I promise you, we do not have time constraints. We do not have time constraints. The Buffalo Bills against the Carolina Panthers. Panthers have had some surprising wins. When you talk about turning the corner, maybe Bryce Young has.
Isn't he questionable?
He may be. Panthers are 4-3. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills are at 4-2. So for all of that stuff that we talked about, Buffalo and falling apart, Buffalo is 4-2. This is what we typically call a get right game.
Praying that they do.
All right.
Their division to
Before
win.
y'all make your pick,
Why are you praying for them to?
Andy Dalton is starting.
Oh,
Carolina.
I didn't know Andy Dalton was still in the league.
I was today years old when I learned Andy Dalton was still playing. I mean, whether he was playing or
Why
not.
is he playing? Hold up. What is wrong with Bryce Young?
I don't know.
I don't think it short.
He hurt. You say Bryce Young doubtful for the game 6 hours ago, and then I just saw something saying
They better don't start Andy Dalton. They
They are.
ankle injury he got.
I could need to get taped up. Do not put Andy Dalton out there.
Well, Andy Dalton is like poor man Joe Flacco.
Very poor. Very poor.
And we know what
If
Joe
he puts up
Flacco is.
half a game, he could put up.
He's like a homeless man's Joe Flacco. Not even just poor.
I like what John did there. He could put up a half a game. You know, league out.
He
Boy,
got a
but
half.
that other half. That other half could be bad.
He could come out with 3 touchdowns in that first half and then 4 interceptions in the second.
Yeah, I seen him do it.
Buffalo, I take Buffalo to win big in this.
If Andy Dalton played, I take him Buffalo next week as well. That's how hype they could be.
Take them to cover. I would go over on. You know what? This has to be, and I know they want Josh Allen to do it by committee. I think this has to be the week when Keon Coleman has that game that people expect, right? It has to happen at some point. This passing attack has to wake up. Josh Allen needs legitimate threats on the outside. I mean, it looks completely different. Look, before Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen was not the same quarterback. During those years, he turned into the Josh Allen we know now. I'm not saying that there's a drop-off, but every elite quarterback needs that elite receiver riding with them. Keon Coleman has to turn into the guy. I think he has to. This
Off the field, great. On the field, not so great.
So after
it's
Niall
just
said
not
everything
been
he
there.
just said, whatever the over is on Knox, take it. Keon Coleman ain't doing nothing. Whatever the over is on Knox, Dalton Knox, take
I
it.
feel like both things can happen. I mean, I just don't think Josh Allen's not the tight end's going to be my number one option kind of quarterback. Josh Allen is the I like to
Well,
show
maybe
up.
he got to learn that that's got to be the number one
I
option.
mean, maybe, but Josh Allen's that guy that likes to.
But we could all agree Buffalo is going to win this game.
Yeah, by far. Oh, this could be the most intriguing
Watch
game
this,
of
watch
the week.
this.
What do you mean?
No, what's the most intriguing game of the week now?
The Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets.
Oh, I
Bengals
thought you were
that-
going to go with the Patriots.
No, we're gonna
Why
get to
is
that
that
later on. I don't
The
know.
most intriguing game of the week.
Because I like watching it.
So you think the Jets are going to win? I already know that.
They are winless.
And I think
like
that
that don't intrigue y'all?
No.
Like
No, I ain't gonna lie. I actually want
Justin Fields has had 2 of the worst quarterback performances in NFL history in back-to-back weeks. This man ain't even throw for 70 yards.
So he's
in
going for a
back-to-back
three-peat.
weeks. I don't think he's playing. I think he got benched for Tyrod Taylor.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna play. I don't think they're running him back. They 0-7. They can't. Tyrod Taylor is going to get the New York Jets' first win. We know Tyrod Taylor always good for this. You know what? This is the game of, boy, these 2 guys always good for this. It's Tyrod Taylor versus Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco's winning.
Joe Flacco had the good game.
So they refuse to disclose who QB1 is.
It's going to be
so
Tyrod
it has
Taylor.
to be Tyrod Taylor.
They pulled Justin Fields late. I know Aaron Glenn has the pressure coming from up top.
Regardless of who is the quarterback,
Bengals?
the Bengals are going to win. And I know you have the easy choice of the Ronaldo Dorset quarterback system picking a team.
What's the Ronaldo Dorset quarterback system of picking a team? I picked against Caleb Williams.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I picked the
who's
Ravens to win.
Yeah, but who's on the other side?
Lamar Jackson.
Doesn't count.
No, I mean, I legitimately. No, you know why I'm going with this?
Go ahead.
No, I feel like it'd have to happen at some point.
Yeah, but it ain't this week. It could be when they play the Dolphins again.
See, I would agree with you that Joe Flacco is at some point going to crash, but
Not with the Jets.
yeah.
Their defense is actually good, you know.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
The Jets?
No.
Their defense is actually good. Their offense is horrendous.
Yeah. Well,
It's
here's
the
the
worst
thing. If you
offense
throw
in
an
the
interception, you better hope the defense scores then.
That's the
Because
thing. You
once
know-
the offense gets on the field, they straight.
This is what's so intriguing about Justin Fields being this bad. Y'all know he ain't throwing interceptions? He just ain't throwing for no yards. I think he had the record for it's the record for a quarterback with the most losses that hasn't had a turnover.
His QBR is 35.6.
The 1 week where
So here's the schedule: Browns, Bengals, Patriots, Ravens, Falcons, Dolphins. So I feel like the Dolphins is the last game that they have on the season that they could actually win, because then it's Jaguars, Saints, Patriots, Bills. That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Who you taking? Bengals as well?
I have to.
What about a prop for this game? Because I think Tyrod Taylor being in there, I'm looking at a lot of safe play. He's going to be secure with the ball. I like
That's more secure than Justin Fields. I mean, come
I
on
think
now.
I think he's going to take some chances though. I like Brees Hall to get involved in both the running and passing game. So I'm going to take Brees Hall over I'm going to say Brees Hall is going to have a 100-yard game doing both rushing and receiving.
I'm just looking at the Justin Fields stats, and they're like DeAndre Ayton's basketball stats.
Oh, wow.
Like 9 for 17, 6 for 12.
It's crazy.
46-45 shooting percentage.
It's crazy that he threw. There's no way you can start him after having 2 consecutive weeks of throwing for 45 yards. That's impossible. I feel like you could get a position player, come in, say, hey, play quarterback, and you could get them to throw for 40 yards.
He threw 27 yards week 1. Then he went 226 against the Dolphins, and then 283 against the Cowboys, and then 45 and 46. He's going for 47 yards.
It was looking up. You hear those 2 weeks?
It was looking up.
It was looking up. I don't know what happened. It's terrible. And I think Garrett Wilson's out. You know what? Never mind. Maybe you're right. Maybe this ain't the week.
I don't think this is the week.
The only benefit he has is Cincinnati's just terrible on defense. So you may be able to do something.
This is the week. Brees Hall's going to have a big game. I think the Jets finally get that first win, and both them and the Dolphins are moved to 1-7. Let's go over to San Francisco 49ers, constantly falling apart. Kyle Shanahan had to take money from the church. I don't understand. They're always the most injured team in the NFL every single season. I don't know. It just happens. Anyway, going against the Houston Texans. This is a different logo for the Texans that I've seen in a while. 49ers 5-2. Texans at 2-4.
Let me just say this about the 49ers. I feel the same way
Mac
about
Jones.
Hold on. I feel the same way about the 49ers as I do about the Bills. The 49ers been in the Super Bowl picture for quite some time.
Yeah, no, that window gotta be closed.
Y'all to figure out either y'all go win or y'all.
But here's the
they
thing.
ain't going back right now.
The same thing how
What's
I
their
feel.
record right now?
5-2.
They lost Fred Warner though.
Yeah. My thing with
Then
that
they gotta survive.
with
They
that
need
is
to go
I
there.
feel like the Kyle Shanahan tree of coaching is just smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think.
That's a hot take, Joe.
No, I just believe it's a gimmick. I think the whole offense, like when it works, it looks great and everything, but it ain't consistent. And then when you really need it the most, you screw up like you screw up in the Super Bowl.
See that back off, I could agree with the top part. I don't feel like it's smoke and mirrors. I feel like,
But I feel it's a gimmick offense. Like if it's working, it's working.
Isn't
Because my whole thing with his offense is if you go 3 and out a couple times, you could be out the game in 5 minutes.
You know what I think?
hold on. Isn't that the same system his daddy ran?
It's predicated on it's predicated on that, like the zone
Yeah.
read running. It's not the same one.
I mean, they have a more of a.
Your boy had John
classic
Elway.
style.
It's
That is true. I take that back. And then when he was
Terrell
relevant-
Davis.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Hey, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different talent.
So here's the thing: there was a time when Daddy's system would produce an elite running back, no matter who it was, right? Because then after Terrell Davis, it was Olandis Gary, it was Mike Anderson. It was just they were just churning them out, right? Junior's system, he doing it with any quarterback, like
Yeah.
Joey Garoppolo going to the
But
Super
everyone
Bowl.
getting hurt.
But here's the thing: I feel like what may be their undoing is giving Brock Purdy that contract because
Well, yeah.
it reminds me of.
Alex Smith.
Not just that, it reminds me of the Seahawks giving Russell
Alex
Wilson.
Smith was there when it started.
Yeah, Seahawks giving Russell Wilson that contract and not having the money in place to do other things. There's a way. The easiest way to win in football is you have to build the rest of that team while that quarterback is cheap. While you can get that quarterback at value. You no longer have that with Brock Purdy, and it has to make people look at the whole thing side-eye because Mac Jones came in there right away, and then you look at that and you say, oh, we could have been doing this all along. Wait, we could have just drafted him from the beginning like we wanted to. Also, where's Trey Lance?
He's in with the Packers or Cowboys?
Where is Trey Lance? Like in the world right now? I have no idea.
But I faded quickly.
Talk about smoke and mirrors. Did he hang on with the Cowboys? I know he was with them,
Los
like, in the
Angeles
preseason.
Chargers.
Wow.
What?
No, so he was playing Thursday night. Well, not playing, but
No, he was watching.
well, he gotta have like that Josh Rosen I out of the league pretty soon thing, right? I feel like Dolphins could give him a run and then he out of there.
Y'all
Right?
should.
I mean, what do they
He
have
didn't
to
go
lose?
to the Jets.
They should as well.
Boy, there was a time when I wanted Justin Fields. That time is gone.
Boy,
When I'm throwing for 45 yards, I'd rather take my chances with Trey Lance. But
I'm going to take my chances with me.
I like the Texans to win this game. I think losing Fred Warner is a bigger deal than people think it is, man.
I wonder why. Anyways,
why
I think
losing Fred Warner?
no.
Because he's
why
the
are you
heart and
picking
soul
the
of their
Texans?
defense.
I think the Niners are going to win this game.
49er fans to me are kind of.
I'm not a 49ers fan. I just think they're going to win.
CJ Stroud, I know we usually have this conversation about whether CJ Stroud is regressing or not. He's not, but I do feel like I do feel like they lost some weapons that were very important to him, and I hate when people do that to young quarterbacks. But I think he's finding his footing now. I think the Texans. Why do you look so perturbed?
Sorry, I was reading something else.
Oh, I thought you was doing that based on the Texans. No. I think he's finding his footing with this team. I do like the 49ers I do like this to be a close game. I think this is a game that's decided by a field goal or less, but I do think the Texans win this game. They move to 3-4 after this one. Let's go to what could possibly be the game of the week. The very intriguing Cleveland Browns and New England Patriots.
If the Patriots
Nodding
do
his
not
head.
win this game by 21 points,
We're not going to win by 21 points, sure.
something is wrong.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Because
You mean something wrong, like something's wrong with the organization, or something wrong like Terry Rozier?
no, something is wrong, as in it could be snowing or something. They gotta have like a volcano in New England. Just say we never knew this happened. There is no way that Dylan Gabriel is gonna get past this defense with 132 yards.
Mike Vrabel good at football, boy.
I don't
good at
think
football.
I don't think Dylan Gabriel threw in for 132 yards.
Okay, Dylan Gabriel will throw more yards for interceptions than he does passing yards this game.
That's actually a pretty smart take. That's a smart take.
I like that one. I actually really do like that one.
Could that be a prop bet one day? Like,
I hope it's
be.
offered on Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook. We will check it out definitely. All right, let's go. Big time NFC East matchup. New York Giants on the road facing the Philadelphia Eagles in this new look passing attack that everybody knew was always there. Eagles favored by 7.5. Over under on this game 43.5.
I
43?
feel like, yeah, this is a rivalry game. You know, rivalries are different except when the Dolphins play because they get beat. My take is Scatterboo is going to run over them. And I feel like they are going to get this win because then everyone's going to say the Giants are back, the Giants are back. New York is a football team. And then they might lose the rest of the games all year. But I think for some strange reason, I got the Giants winning just because I like their running game. I like the coach. And if the concussion wasn't bad enough for Dart, he's going to be throwing some touchdowns.
They got fined a lot for that.
Yeah. Even Scadaboo got fined because he went into the 10.
They fined the organization $200K. They fined
coach
Dayball $100K, and they fined Scadaboo just for being Scadaboo.
$15K.
Yeah.
I agree with that last part because I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
He didn't know he wasn't supposed to go in there, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. You got to teach
checking
people
on your
before.
boy?
That's all he thought he was doing.
He is a very
Passionate.
he's the second
Crazy.
coming of Rob Gronkowski.
In a different way, though. I agree with you totally. I know where you're going with this, but in a different way.
I feel like they feed him like you would feed a monster. I don't think he sits down to have meals.
See, Rob, I just think because his size, he was like that. But Scadaboo, I really think he's lacking like actual sense.
Yeah.
Like he just ate
No,
all
it
the way
ain't-
there.
Yeah, it ain't all the way there.
Because I was like, why did you go into the, like, what
it's
was
a
the
shame what
purpose?
football has done to this man.
I think he did this to football. I think he was, football did absolutely nothing to this man.
Listen, the Eagles were embarrassed the last time these two teams played.
I'm going to be embarrassed again.
I cannot see that happening again.
Boy, if it happened again.
And I think people forget that, yes, while this is... Listen,
Why are they playing 2 games so close together?
I don't know. The creatine Caucasians are very fun.
Creatine, okay. How is that not racist, sexist, and misogynistic all at the same time?
That's their nickname. What you mean?
The creatine Caucasians?
They could
Yeah.
be called the Creatine Caucasian Pros.
Yeah. They embrace this whole frat bro culture thing. Like, it's
I got the bros.
They're ending racism.
double C's. Anyway, I think people forget that they're not going to truly be back until the best player on this team comes back next year. That is when this thing is really going to take off.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of what the Giants are doing right now. It's not
So
about.
what are they going to call
It's not
themselves
about.
when Neighbors comes back?
Don't try and figure it out. Leave that.
he don't give me the creatine vibe like that.
I'm thankful of that.
What you mean?
But no,
Creatine comes along with bro culture, gym culture. That's all Cam Scadaboo is.
I feel like Cam's Scadaboo on creatine. He has something else it seems, but it is what it is. But no, back to the Giants. The Neighbors thing is cool. I don't think this team is looking to be a world beater. I don't think they're trying to make the playoff. They're just trying to have fun. A lot of guys to do that. If they beat the Eagles again, it's gonna be with the power of fun and the power of friendship.
Power of fun.
Eagles
This is the ministry of Cardo.
Eagles cover against the Giants 55% of the time. That loss last Thursday was just way too embarrassing. There's no way that happens again. I think the Eagles win big on this
Somebody
one.
got to explain his schedule to me, though.
Yeah. Also, by the way, if we forgot to mention, it was kind of strange to me that Buffalo's only favored by a touchdown over Carolina. That line has to move.
Well, 6 hours ago, the news came out that Dalton was so.
And I think it'll have to move again, like on Sunday morning.
Hey, that's
probably
They're
gonna be
going to move it once these injury reports come out. You know how the NFL goes.
And Vegas.
They're going to wait to see the
And
money.
apparently
The money's going to
mafia
be
is a thing again.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know why y'all thought they just stopped and said, "Hey, we're gonna take a
It's
moratorium." and then start
2025, but like dudes just walking around.
You think crime stopped?
Yeah.
You live in the Bahamas.
Yeah, but not this kind of crap. I did not think dudes were just running around.
You just saying you don't think our criminals are as smart and sophisticated.
I just don't think crime operates like that anymore.
Also, I forgot to mention that the Ravens are favored by a touchdown. Seems low. Lamar's back.
Okay.
And Houston's favored by 2.
So that tells you all you need to know about Lamar Jackson's return.
What?
They scared.
That big a deal?
Favored by a touchdown in this NFL is a big deal, though.
Yeah, but it's Lamar Jackson.
All the games are close.
Who they play?
Ben Johnson's Chicago Bears.
Okay. John, you might be on to something.
I am on it.
Josh Allen's only favored by a touchdown against Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton used to be good.
Didn't he almost take the Bengals to the Super Bowl?
Anyway, we're gonna go to the 4 o'clock slate because once the witching hour.
We didn't
comes
talk
to
about the Colts. Colts are going to beat the Titans.
that's in the 4 o'clock slate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a quick one, though. We could all agree with that.
I think Tennessee agreed as well.
We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the New Orleans Saints. Buccaneers just coming off that loss, off that ugly loss to the Lions. But Baker's still the front runner for MVP.
I don't want to be a dump on the situation, but I have the ox.
Hold on, let me set this up before you go. Buccaneers favored by 3.5. Over under on this game 46.5. Go.
What happened to Mike Evans last week?
He get hurt.
Mike
What?
Evans old, boy.
What? I need to know specifically.
He slept wrong or something. I
No,
don't
when
know.
you just old, these things happen.
Bodies break
So
down.
was it a broken collarbone or was he concussed?
Maybe might have been both.
I know they just don't have nobody playing. They don't have Mike Evans playing. They don't have Bucky Irving playing.
Because that looks scary.
They don't have Chris Godwin playing.
Well, he.
But Baker's Baker, so and they're playing the Saints.
Baker's Baker, but he does need the greatest rookie receiver in the league, the guy from Ohio State, whose name I refuse to pronounce because I ain't gonna be like Rob Gronkowski. Y'all see what happened when Gronk tried to pronounce that?
What did you expect? I just realized that's gonna be Scatterboo in 10 years.
10 years?
You know what I mean to say? He's going. His personnel. They're gonna be a joint unit on some commentary too.
Is it Emeka Egbuka?
Yes. Let it go, John.
Imagine a game being called, a halftime being called.
What
by
did Gronk
Scatterboo
say?
And Dark.
I have to find it, but he butchered it so bad. Like
I just think
it
that
was so terrible.
Tampa Bay is going to win the game.
Yeah.
If you had to guess how much ticket prices started this game, what would you guess?
$26.
$9.
$20. It's the cheapest game on the
You can
slate.
never get an I don't care if the pros play in the Jets. You're never gonna get less than
I play
$20.
quarterback. $30.
$30. Okay. How much of the proceeds do you want? They would. You would be Bishop Sycamore. It would be the worst NFL game ever in the history
I
of
would
man.
put up Justin Fields numbers. I tell you what, I can complete like 6 passes. I know that.
You'd be
chuck in
throwing
that-
quick screens and that's it.
I chuck in that thing down there a couple times, so somebody can come up with one of them. I go in for more than 40 yards at least 1 week. I know that much. I can get that done.
49.
I gotta ask now.
Yeah.
You think if like miraculously it did happen, like the movie script, if a Bahamian football team just automatically had to play like maybe a scrimmage against a pro team?
Ooh.
Oh, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you had the opportunity to play quarterback, how do you think you would perform? Just a random scrimmage.
What team are you playing? A pro team?
I want to know what's happening. Like, I'm on one of these teams?
No.
I'm playing with the Bahamian team?
You got Foster at quarterback.
I would die. What are you talking about? I would not do that. I used to get killed here. What?
Look, we're going back to these questions. I had a question I wanted to bring up. So, you know the question of, can a regular person get 1 yard in the NFL?
No.
Against the Dolphins?
No. When we say regular person, this is like a regular person that's
just right off the street. No.
No.
Against the Dolphins?
Against the Dolphins. This year's Dolphins.
1 yard now.
Hold on. They playing with one of these teams.
Yeah.
Okay, they could get a yard. Because I that's more so me having faith in that offensive line than to say this person. 1 yard, you basically
If Jalen Phillips tries to wrap me up, I'm breaking the tackle.
because he only can get close.
Is it?
So, okay, but that's it.
If he's a quarterback. Running back, he could probably tackle.
I now gotta ask. What team right now, all the NFL teams exist just as they are. What team you think you could quarterback to victory against which other team?
I can't do any of that. Are you kidding me?
Just ask it.
Like these people. You see how hard it is for Dylan Gabriel? You know how good that man was in college football?
Fair point.
Like,
This man's been doing it for the last 12 years playing quarterback.
You think you can complete a pass?
I could complete a pass.
Okay.
The screen pass.
Throwing in pads is actually harder than people think.
Yeah.
Also, I'm short, but I could complete a
You
pass.
can see over the line like Tua?
What route you think you would complete?
Oh, if I just got to get a completion?
Screen.
Boy, screen all day. We're talking about all day? I ain't coming out of shotgun.
A wide receiver screen? Just start right there. Boom.
Gotta be kidding me. And if it ain't that, we going RPO. And you know what I would be like, remember?
No, you know what I'm doing? Jet sweeps. I just
Oh,
toss
yeah,
the
yeah.
ball.
The one-
I get a
The
completion.
Chiefs love that play. That's how Rasheed Rice got his first touchdown
Yo.
coming back. You know what? I switched. I go in with John's play. That shovel pass.
We talking about what? If I had to get a completion, I get in the stop book. Now, if you don't go forward, that ain't my problem. I got you the ball.
I ain't gonna lie. I gonna chuck that thing down there at least once. So.
I'd love to see it.
A couple times. All right, this probably is the most intriguing game of the week. Not gonna lie, but I am staying away from this just because I'm not going to risk my heartbreak again on the Dallas Cowboys.
Don't.
Cowboys on the road against the Denver Broncos. What the Broncos did last week was one of the most improbable fourth quarters I've ever seen. And it only followed up what they did a few weeks prior against the Eagles when they scored 18 in that fourth quarter. What is it about Bo Nix, or is it just this
He's a
team in
gamer.
general where they just... in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
The
that's what it
first three
matters.
quarters, not a gamer.
You know what the objective of sports is? To
win.
have the most points
At
when
the
the
end.
game is over.
Yeah.
However you get those points, don't matter.
You know what also a thing about this team though? I don't even know who Bo Nix is throwing to. Like I don't know who are their marquee receivers. Like I know
Sutherland.
Cortland Sutton, but
Yeah.
outside of that,
I don't even know his name.
Exactly.
I think this is
RJ Harvey.
I
He
hate
went to
to say
UCF.
this.
That's why you know.
Sean Payton is having a really good season.
Yeah, shout out to Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Ticket prices as low as I'm looking at these ticket prices, and this is how you know it's game of the week. It's the most expensive one of the lowest cost. $263 to get into this game.
To go who? Watch who?
The Cowboys, Broncos.
The Broncos favored by 3.5. They think it's going to be a big scoring one. Over under on this game is 51.
50.
I think like
Definitely over.
definitely over.
Over.
I think when a team has the kind of week that they had last week, one or two things could happen, right? You either riding with that wave and that continues, or you about to fall flat on your face.
Guess what? You can say that every week.
That's possible.
Yeah, but the way they did, John, that fourth quarter that they had, trailing 90-0.
I feel like because they're playing home, they're going to have this game.
Well, they're gonna have to score big because that's been the Cowboys' MO. Cowboys ain't stopping nobody, but at the same time, you ain't stopping them either. So I don't know. I don't know if the Broncos have that much. Doing it against the Giants is one thing. I'm taking Cowboys in this game.
Oh, boys.
I think Cowboys to win, and
Points against 29.4, 30th in the league.
Yeah, the defense is pretty bad. So yeah, I'm taking the over. Cowboys to win and take the over in this game.
I got the Broncos.
I got the Broncos as well.
Also, the over. Hammer the over.
Hammer the over. Let's go Tennessee Titans. The surprising Indianapolis Colts. Indiana Jones. Favored by 14.5.
Yeah.
I like the Titans.
No.
Not to win. Just to cover the spread. I like the Titans to cover the
Whatever
spread.
you're saying with the Titans is a no.
Sorry, like the Titans to cover the spread.
All right.
I don't think they cover.
If you want to lose your money this week,
I'm also going to
follow Ronaldo's advice with the Titans.
This one is an interesting one because Aaron Rodgers is going against the person that it's like
It's going against his ex.
Yeah, going against his ex and going against the person who, when they drafted him, he kind of knew the writing was on the wall. Green Bay Packers head into Pittsburgh. Both of these teams 4-2. Packers favored by 3. Over under on this game 45.5.
I feel like it's under, just in general, because my thing.
Steelers aren't scoring a lot of points.
That's what I was about to say. I don't think the Steelers win this game. I think the
I could see you
Steelers
said 43.5.
45 and a half.
45.5. Okay, yeah. Take that.
My take on the Steelers is, like I said, this team reminds me of the team that started 11-0, and
You've been saying that the whole year.
It just wasn't.
He really believes it.
Yeah, it just wasn't that good. So I've seen them play a couple games.
John, a little bit of ayahuasca can fix a lot, you know.
Yeah,
You give it to him at the right time.
Look,
That time is the off season.
yeah. So, anyways, I think that it's going to be the Packers at home taking the win, and it's going to be the under.
No, Packers are on the road. They playing in Pittsburgh.
Oh, anyways, it don't matter where they play.
No, it don't matter either.
Yeah, Pittsburgh just the defense is not good right now. Aaron Rodgers is just up and down. This is easy win, Packers.
Yeah, I'm going Packers too. Because a win for not because of Jordan Love, because I need him to help the cause of Lamar Jackson. Last game of the week, Monday night. This should be a big one. Washington Commanders facing the Kansas City Chiefs. Actually, it's not going to be that big of a big one because Jaden Daniels isn't playing.
Exactly, and the spread is 11. I see 11.5. I don't know what yours is saying.
Everybody wins live. Everybody wins live. Sportsbook has it at 12.5. Over under on this game is 48.
I think
Chiefs win big.
Yeah, the spread's going to be over 2 touchdowns easily.
Yeah, there's not much to say if Jaden Daniels is not going to be in this game. I wonder if they brought him back too early. Not so sure.
I mean, if they brought him back early, no, because he's a gamer and he wants to win. It's just football is one of those sports where you could come back early, you could come back late. You're going to get hurt, like regardless of what it is.
Sounds like what's going to happen in Miami when Jake Paul and Javonte Davis fight. But whoever's going to get hurt or whoever's going to win, you get a chance to see it and witness it live due to Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook. Imagine the lights. Imagine the crowd, imagine the energy, and you. Ringside Miami, watching Jake Paul take on Javonte Tank Davis. Everybody Wins Live is giving 2 lucky players the chance to make it happen. Every $50 sportsbook bet you place between October 16th and November 8th enters you into an opportunity to win an all-expense paid trip for two to the fight. That's 2 winners, 2 tickets each. Bet big, win bigger. Everybody Wins Live Sportsbook, where every wager can take you places. That's it for this week, guys. I feel confident in what we bring to the table. I feel confident that we are going to help our public cash in. And when you do cash in, remember where to go.
Bills, please win. Please win. The Patriots don't need that kind of pressure.